Hello, good evening everyone. Trans rights, thank you Lambda for the redeem 2 minutes ago. Gonna fail at BB. This guy doesn't understand that I'm like one of the most goated Battle Brothers players in the fucking world, man. I'm one of the most goated Battle Brother players in the stream category, which is doing pretty quietly today. There's not that many people playing it. They fear my clout. They don't want to challenge me. Also, hello Bobberman. It has been a while. How's it going, man? How come you've only been able to stop by a stream just now? What was going on? It has been a hot minute since you've been able to grab one. College? Ah, well that makes sense. That typically does happen, I'm afraid. So I'm just checking professional streamer moment, I'm just checking something on Discord. I made the mistake of opening Twitter after I had just done a thumbnail. Because it gave me art dysphoria, and I was like, fuck, man, I'm actually terrible at this. I open it up, and everyone's got, like, clean as fuck colors. I'm here looking at the Lethal Company video. I'm like, ugh. I mean, something has been attempted. I don't think it's bad. I like it. And it's Lethal Company video is an old video, so, like, as long as it's decent, I'm happy to put it up. But, like, it's hardly the clarity I would have wanted, but it's alright. We keep moving. Took summer classes and you went live as soon as the class started? Oh, that's fucked up. I'm sorry about that. But now you're free. You're lucky I have to be up early to pack my shit. That sounds like a threat as opposed to me being lucky. Also, add an E to the end of that, because you're missing out on the grammar there, Julie. So, Deadlock. I'm guessing you really like Deadlock now. You've been converted. You are a Deadlock father now. Yeah, next thumbnail thing I'm gonna redraw will be the foxhole one, which that's an old video. That's 4 years old, that video. But I think you know, like the soldier looking traumatized. I think that'll be a good redraw for that one. And then after that, I think I'll do Lisa, because I'm basing it off of what my most popular videos category is. Lethal Company was the first one. I took like the last 2 days or so to do. If I then check again. Yeah, so Lethal Company, Lisa, Foxhole, and then I actually think Lisa the Joyful, and then outside of that, all the videos there basically have drawn thumbnails. My biggest weakness is color, man. I think I'm doing okay on the figure sketching side of it. Purina Zero, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for stopping by. Is this someone who was joined from the Discord, or is this someone who was stumbled by the category? I'm intrigued. Foxhole video, pretty sure that for the first... sorry, got a crumb in my mouth. First video of yours I watched. It was the first video I had that got, like, a handful of subscribers overnight. A handful of views overnight. I got, like, 2,000 views overnight, and I was like, oh my god. Discord? Ah, okay. Who are you in the Discord, Purina? I'm curious. I don't know, I'm not good, but I understand. I don't know if it's my fault or not understanding something. Do I have a friend joining me, and I hope that'll help me learn the game better. I did Brawl at first, but I think I'm going at it wrong. I mean, this is news to me, man. I don't play that game. I wouldn't be able to tell you. But MOBAs do have a lot of complexity to them with all the skills and stats you can do. White Bike. Oh, hello, White Bike. Nice to see you in a stream, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, White Bike. Hi. Arcraders had nice colors. It did. And I really liked that one. The difficulty I'm trying to currently work out in regards to colors, I don't think it's necessarily values, because if you look at like the Ghost Whales piece I did back in April, that one's got really good values, and the coloring of it is really good. I think the issue is like hard light versus soft light, and also working out the whole layers thing, because if one layer's on multiply and then it's clipped to another one, then I have to make another layer that's got add glow to it, but then if I'm using thick oil brush, it's then you can't mix because they're on 2 different layers, so like do I then have to merge it? I think it's working that out, and there's so much. It's both a good and a bad thing. There is so much documentation for CSP on how to do stuff like this, and tons of YouTube tutorials, which is great. But then it's like, 1, where do I start? And 2, who do I know is giving me the right information? Because there's just so much shit everywhere, man. One time I tried to do halftone colors, and just the guy, I was trying to follow it, and it just was not working. I was like, fuck, I've just got to... Either I spend the next 2 days trying to work this out, or I get a move on, and I just give it myself a try. Again, I don't think the new thing I've drawn for Leaf Company is terrible. I quite like it. I like the pose especially, but it's just like the colors on the bracken are a little muddy. Almost looks like he's made out of bronze. Yeah, I noticed a lot of soft highlights. Yeah, because I had the main coloring against the shadow, just like in paint, and then over it I used a airbrush. But airbrush can be quite terrible if you go back over yourself and you paint over it. It like thickens, so then in places it almost looks a little clumpy. It's not my finest work. If you zoom in, it looks better as opposed to zoomed out, which is maybe a bit worrying for a YouTube thumbnail. But I like the pose a lot. I fucked with the pose. Color is my biggest weakness right now for art, I will say. Julie, I noticed you replied eat shit to my stream notification. That's interesting. That's interesting you do that, and then you'd have the balls to turn up in my stream right now. And then threaten me. This is a gambit I didn't expect. But yeah, I'm literally fucking evil. That's true, you are quite evil. I've seen your Discord name. I'm literally evil. I'm a white girl. Okay, well, you know, there are... we don't have to paint with such a broad brush there. There are plenty of white girls who are very, very nice. I think you are just the outlier, I'm afraid. Also, reason I'm streaming today and that there isn't a event today is that I was assuming up until basically yesterday I'd be leaving this evening to go and see my friends in London, go back to Brighton, but due to a scheduling thing, or rather the thing they're attending ends a lot later, it would mean that if I met with them, I'd just be going back to theirs just to sleep at their place, which doesn't really make any sense. So I was like, well, I'll just save you logistical trouble, and also I get to enjoy my bed for an extra night, and I'll just stay at home, and tomorrow morning I'll come to you guys. So I was like, well, now there's not enough time for an event, and I kind of want to stream, so I'll stream today, and I didn't stream yesterday, that's why. And it's worked out in the end, because now thumbnail's done, so don't have to worry about that, even though there's some drawing practice stuff I should really be doing after the stream. And that also means I can just focus on getting the stream done for a good couple of hours. Which would be a good time, because I do like streaming. If not for the game itself, for the YAP opportunities. For instance, I'll give you a YAP opportunity right now. I was taking the bus on Wednesday to go and see the Spider-Man movie with my sister. Opinion, it's a nice movie, I enjoyed it, but it's also a Marvel movie, and Marvel movies are kind of stuck in a cycle of endlessly not being able to resolve themselves. So any meaningful things that really were happening in Brand New Day, I feel like are kind of just contained within the movie and will not be developed upon in future movies. It's difficult because, like, people, like, you know, characters have died or, like, things have happened, but they're always built to be in perpetuity. They're never meant to really end, right? Like, these movies are meant to keep going forever and ever. Like, they're even exceeding the actors that originally played the roles. So with all of that in mind, like, it's hard to watch those movies and feel like any finality is there that really gives it impact, because there's just going to be another Spider-Man movie. And then people be like, oh, that one was okay, and then there'll be another one, they'll be like, oh, that was really good, and it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. But on the way there, hi, Noam, this stream fucking sucks. Noam, you're allowed to do that now because you're a moderator, so you can just be really horrible. You're allowed to do that as part of your qualification. God knows HSM already does that. He just rage baits me all the time. Rage baits me? Stumbling over my fucking words. There was a guy on the bus who was, like, speaking really loudly on the phone, but, like, aggressively. And, like, if there was ever a group in society that ought to be dealt with, I think it'd be these people who, like, speak on the phone in public. Or like, on transport, you know? Which I know is a strong statement to start with. That could go either way. But I just think if you lack the social awareness to not be speaking so loudly on your fucking phone on public transport, and you're not even having a funny conversation, you're just being, like, really loud, then fuck you, man. You suck. You suck dick. Go away. I literally just doing a very British thing of tutting and shaking my head to myself, because I was like, this fucking... Why have you got to be doing this on the bus? And also, surely this affects the quality of your conversation you're going to be having with the person on the other side of the phone, right? Because you're on a loud fucking bus. No wonder you're yelling. Maybe you could save it for when you're outside like a normal human being. What's my slow allowance per stream? You can say frick, bro. You're allowed to say that. Let me switch you over to gameplay. Provided the gameplay's actually on. Is my webcam working? Yes, it is. I got my hair tied up today. Noam's already assembling a hairline comment. Game capture. Battle Brothers. I actually have something to show you. I want to quickly show you the desktop audio was on before HSM could type it. I want to show you my private playthrough and how that's doing. Because I think we're doing very, very well. I want to show you some of my bros. So here's my group so far. We just did a Goblin quest. So we did have a big casualty. You know, like the companion, one of the companions at the start. So it's the character that HSM would be, Wolfman the Blade. He died to a Rune Chosen, man. Rune Chosen just suck. Rune Chosen piss me off, man. If you get like a pack of them, you are just going to lose a guy. There is no way to avoid it. And he was good. He was like a veteran arena fighter. He had no resolve issues. He was so good. He was with us for 376 days and he died. Insane. Yeah, he was really good, man. 99 melee skill. His melee defense wasn't that good, but you know, then again, like he has tons of armor to make up for that. His stamina, his fatigue meter was huge as well. We had so many good guys that we've lost in that way as well. If we take a look though at how this has been replaced, so we have Soho, who's a southerner. I think I've already showed you, but look, Barbarian Madman's Meat Axe, or which is called for us for Tribal Ravager. He's got that. He's got pretty good melee skill, 92, and he's veteran level. So that means he's going to probably get 95 before he starts rolling ones. We have a Axe Bro, who despite having Battle Forged, gets 27 melee defense from dodge. With the shield as well, even though there's quite a hit to the stamina. You know, I'd like for stamina to be a bit higher. That's really good defense value. Then we have Brixton, the Holy Avenger, which is someone I don't pay money to, despite being one of my best guys because of like their background or something. They are wearing the armor of the Fallen Wolfman. They also have really good battle forged value. On top of that, they have 53 melee defense without a shield. Bro, these guys look so much better than the paces. They are significantly better. There was actually a time when I was like, what if I just like quietly, not quietly, I would have told you. But what if I just like switch saves and enable the guys here? But no, because then that means I can't do my private playthrough because I have to wait till I'm streaming. Trans rights, thank you very much, Lambda. So that would suck. So these are going to stay as my private playthrough and that means I can explore the game in my own time. Farrington the White Death, legendary Flail Bro, the legendary shield. 51 melee defense considering is a bit low, but we'll take it. Hits to the head, and then hits to the body guarantees then that both of these, yeah, and I get it for cheaper fatigue as well. It's so good. It guarantees I'm going to be hitting the head twice. You're going to need to start farming legendary gear. Yeah, but that's the difficulty because we're really getting them from robber barons and like camps. The thing with this group is I have what, like 30k to my name. The 50 paces we have, I think like 10k, and we're going down almost a k a day. Alban is my swordmaster, not as good as Gubfried, but nonetheless pretty valuable to the team. Googe is our hammer bro. Melee skill is a little lacking for a level 14, but legendary shield, legendary hammer, and a dodge value of 22 means that there's a pretty good chance Googe is just not going to be getting hit. Whitechapel, despite missing a hand, every time he hits someone with a Mordhau, basically kills them in a single hit. I love what Legends does with the color options. I love what... Yeah, and I also love that you can customize. I respect that trying to make it diegetic to the world, that you have to buy dyes and stuff, but it also just creates another logistical strain that's kind of lame. You just want to be able to customize your guys. It's better in this. Haringey the Burly originally was a reserve character we brought in when Wolfman died. Two-handed hammer. I believe they do have dodge available. And I'm going to go for that because their initiative is quite high. So if it's 15%, that would equate to roughly just shy of 20. Which then puts them about average defense. Because otherwise their defense isn't that good. Melee skill for a level 7 I'm quite liking. I'm hoping can get to like 95 by the time they're a veteran. Then we go to Wolfhamstover Righteous, who's my first Oath Taker. This is his description. Oathbringers, Oathbringers, Oathbringers. He's very enthusiastic. But he's a good mace bro, decent melee skill, despite the fact he's almost a veteran. I'd like that to be a bit higher. If he gets a 4 on his next roll, 80 I can handle. So Roland Shield, his defenses are decent. And he's just a good, he's all around good. He's a decent bro. Kensington, he is medium armor. So despite the fact that we're going to give him Brawny next time, his stamina's a bit low. But if we give him Brawny, he's going to hit, I think, 100. which will be very good for him. His whole job is he stands out to the side and he spear walls, so we either delay them a turn trying to get around us to our backline, or we pile them into the center where all our heavy hitters are. His companion is Hampstead the Sailor, who does... Oh, actually, you don't have Brawny. What are you, level 15? Shit, maybe I should... I mean, I think Hampstead has had greater stamina growth, so giving Brawny might not be that good, but I think we have two... We have one heavy armor book. I've learned that buying heavy armor books wherever you can is good, because if you get someone that's really good that you want as a frontliner, but they don't have Brawny, you just give them the book and then they learn it. So that's a book we have to keep an eye out for. In addition as well for light armor, because dodge for characters who don't have dodge could be insanely good. And our backline, oh, Battersea. Battersea's a really good polearm, bro. So with the legendary cleaver, which hits 3 tiles ahead, with 86 melee skill, 44 range defense, oh man, just such a good bro. Basic, like, sometimes does more damage to the guy than the guys who are in the front line, which I don't exactly know how that works, but Battersea's really good. Pancras is our first ranger. We have a skill that we can spawn in a wolf. We have a falcon as well, so we can spot what's going on. Bakerloo, we are still waiting on a polehammer. I think it must have been 2 or 3 streams ago I told you guys about this. We still haven't found a polar mastery book for him. He's been sitting with this perk point for the last 3 levels. I just can't find it, so I'm not going to give him a perk point until we find it. Because a polearm mastery would make him way better than he is. And he's already really good. I mean, look at this 97 melee skill. 37 range defense isn't that much, but it's still decent. 147 initiative value. It's fantastic. Ragnar the Sergeant, just bad banner, bro. Not that good. Eastbourne the Roasted was a disowned noble, but then we had a whole event that happened. Now they're a regent in absentia. So now they had their whole perk tree reduced and I had to take all this stuff again, but they're very good with the hand gone. Does Don mog him? Yeah, absolutely. Don is way better. Don has the initial tile he can move without AP or fatigue. He has Berserk. He has Polar Mastery. He has Patient Hunter. Does Don have... I don't know if Don has Patient Hunter, actually. But all that Ragnar really has is just the polearm. So not that fantastic. Barnet is a very good... not as good as Bakerloo, but nonetheless quite good. And with this, Sellsword's Hacker, thrusts and swings, cleave people, man. Can't believe Dom Furper was still alive. I know, man. He lives on in our hearts. Arsenal is perhaps our worst guy, but he's using a crossbow with anchor. So it then means that over time, as long as he stays in place, he becomes pretty good. And then we have Warwick, who I think may be even better than Merc. I'm not entirely sure. But fantastic archer. Really good. And then we have Goldismond, who's actually a peddler character, not even with an archery background. I don't think Warwick... Oh, Warwick is a hunter, right. But they're both very good. The only difference being Goldismond's ranged value is a little lower. But he does have anchor, so we have him in place for a while. He overtakes Warwick. And then we have one more bro, who's the Kingsguard. So you get a special event when you're in the north, where you find someone that's frozen in the ground. If you take them out, the game will tell you they're a cripple. But if you wait, I think, an in-game month, they'll then reveal that they're a member of the Kingsguard. In this game... The setting of the game is that there used to be a king of the realm that was killed, and now everything is splintered off into these different noble houses. So this is meant to be like an elite tier warrior. I fucked up the build ever so slightly, I feel, because I gave axe mastery. And it was because I was thinking we could give a two-handed infantry fighting axe. But then I'm wondering, like, does that pair well with trying to be a duelist nimble character? On top of that, if we're going to do that, we probably need heavier armor. This suit of armor is minus 53. Which basically then means that with this difference, we're taking Dublin down to 60 fatigue. How many perks does he have? He has so... Look at this. It's the first time I've seen that someone needs a scroll bar. Because it's so wide at the bottom for their 8th skill level. Not glad I've not been paying attention. Can we run the stream from the top? Can we start the whole campaign again? Of course, man. And then we have an alchemist, so we get we can reload our firebomb, which is quite useful. Velsing, which is a camp cook, and Talisman, who is our pay guy, who used to be a frontliner, lost his hand, we put him in the back, and now he's just our paymaster. We currently, for this group, pay out 901 crowns per day. But of course, we're not playing with this save today. We're playing with the pacers. If we go and downgrade half our party real quick, you will see that our party is generally pretty good. We make some trades that are pretty good in the back, but outside of that, overall, I think we are lesser than than the other one. The Smug hates us. You guys just aren't as good, man. I'm sorry. I also got annoyed that Fat Nonkas got knocked out last time, but this might be a greater benefit for the increased dodge value, because now Fat Nonka's melee defense is 72, which is almost rivaling Gubfried's. They look less impressive. They do look less impressive. And also, I believe we have less money to our name. Fucking hell. Yes, we do have less money to our name. We're broke as fuck, man. Where's Noman the Third so he can receive a crippling injury within 3 seconds and die? Depends if we find the character befitting him, I think. We have some new people here. Also, we had a fight with barbarians. Rune Chosen just suck. I hate Rune Chosen, man. I don't know how I'm meant to deal with them. They're just too damn good. And it's they quite literally are just chosen with runes, which is why they're called a Rune Chosen. But the annoying thing is, like, they just decimate me, man. Bird thing. I'm tempted to... What's the damage of this? 60 to 80? We have legendary pole arms. We should probably give you one of these. 65 to 85? Yeah, we need to give you that. Oh, and less fatigue, I think. And only slightly less effective against armor. Ooh, yeah, so this is just an upgrade across the board. Very nice. Patient Hunter. You don't have Berserk. That is deeply infuriating, but I'm sure we can find a skill book with that. We do have to... How many days? We've got 5 days. We have to take a moment, I think, and heal up. Because our guy's a bit fucked up. Not supply tent, healing. There we are. Okay. We have a bunch of guys in training, I think. Yes, we also got Raiter last stream. Raiter is a druid character. For the time being, Raiter's not going to be seeing any action. But if we are able to get Raiter leveled up, they're literally a magician. So, Wither, they have the, what is it, the Fly spell, which was somewhere down here. Where is it? Here we go. Insect Swarm, Summon Storm. Like, this could be our help against the Ishrok, I think, with Raiter. I think this is our ace in the hole. But we have to build up Raiter to get that high. Also doesn't help the resolve is so low, but if we give Fortified Mind, there's so many options for level ups. But these are people we need to kind of keep in training for the time being. Especially like Rust and Nivi, both of which are new characters. Okay, I think we should be good. We're going to end up skipping a day to do this. But we have to get one more fight in us to complete the contract, get as much money as possible, and then we'll be able to get the money and then continue. It also, again, does not help that we are still hated by basically all the parties down here, for reasons that are lame and unintentional, admittedly. Also, the music is off. We will put that back. Again, I turn it off for my own cringe little Battle Brothers playlist. Also, I hate to admit this, I've been playing some Chivalry 2 recently, and it's made me realize that it was a mistake to go back, so I'm not touching it unless my friends are on to play. Because it's that, do you ever play a game, and like you get to the end of playing a session, and you kind of sit there and you're like, man, I wasted my time? It's like how I sometimes feel if I order a pizza, and then I'm like, in the moment, I'm really enjoying it, but then I get to the end of it, I'm like, oh man, that was, I could have just cooked myself something. Sober them up, we'll talk it out. Smug, don't relapse on Shiv 2. It's kind of a little late for that, but it's more contained. I only really play team objective with friends now, because at least you can shoot the shit with pals. Whereas right now, playing Jules would be the main thing to relapse on. I boot up Jules, and it's not even that there's FFAing or anything. It's just that I play... And then afterwards, I'm like, that feels like a waste of time. Why did I bother? That's the thing I'm at right now regarding that. I don't think there's much risk of a relapse happening, I will be honest. Purely because I don't think it's fair for me anymore. I'm enlightened. And also, the TO chat is... You know how, like, in a Mordhau video, I spoke about how, like, Mordhau used to be racist, but it's not really anymore? It's because all of the fuckers left and went to Shiv 2. Literally, my first TO match back, I hopped on with friends, and the argument in chat was about who was more whiter. Who was whiter than the other people. And I'm like, oh, don't change, my friend. Don't change. Chivalry 2? Oh, how I missed you. 2,000 right now. I'd love to get that, but unfortunately we lack the funds. Do we have legendary armor? Right, it's the helmet that HSM hates wearing. Is there someone else who'd kindly take this for us? How much does the helmet weigh? 8. We could give this to Nivi. It does look kind of dumb, is the only downside. Barbarians are kind of lacking right now. Give it a mask. Who could take this and use it reasonably? Maybe we put this on Lean Slayer? What's your helmet value? Kettle Saleh, 145. Oh yeah, this actually works in your favor. 276, 260. That works in your favor for sure. And we have our 2 wingers, Iris and Erha. The Spear Twins. We are currently running low on ammunition, it seems like. We're going to have to buy some ammo from here to refill our stocks. Okay. We have to find another battle. Ooh, I almost saved over my fucking new thing. Paces, whatever, bro. Don't know what number we're on now. Alright. There is a barbarian camp we can defeat over here. And everyone is healed and ready to go. Don't do that, Slug Rubric. Don't do what? Go band for band on my melanin content with Shiv 2 people? I don't think I've ever been compelled to do that, man. I got a reminder of why Ooh. Go. Easy. 1 rune chosen is piss easy. It's so free. Do we have our nets back? We have some. As long as we net the 1 rune chosen, the rest of the guys we're fighting won't mean shit. We're gonna try again with the glorious spike sword stuff. The only issue being, I think it has an aim penalty when up close. I don't know, but we'll give it a try. Oh, Writer is another level. Okay. Writer. I think we need to give you Fortified Mind, because your resolve is quite low. But then if we buff that, get you up to 60. We don't need your melee skill to be high. We need your defenses to be quite high, I think. If this is a character we're literally building... No, don't save it for the good save. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. This is a character we just need to be building just to fight the Yzrok. So we want that... initiative to be high. And then we want your fatigue to be high, because these chants, I think, do cost quite a bit of fatigue. Yes, they do. That's good, but we're looking good on that one. We just have to net... the rune chosen, and then we should be fine. Nivi, you do need a helmet now, I'm afraid. So here you go. 195 to 210 is decent. The rune chosen would demolish you, but it's what we gotta do. You have a helmet as well. Doesn't look like you do, but you do. Do you have a nasal helm? What is it? It is a nasal helm. I think you could probably change it. I mean, do you have nimble? No, you have live. 21, 9. Yeah, we could give you a better helmet than that for sure. Take the nasal helmet off. At least give you a rondel helm or something. Here we are, 200, 165. Your melee still, yeah, still good. Don't know why you're so light in your body armor though. Not gonna lie, your mercenary band has grown a lot since I've last seen them. But yeah, they're actual mercenaries now, right? They're not just like a joke. They can actually be used in combat. Not as good as my private save though. That's the only downside. Maximum fatigue 7. I think that's about as much as it was for the... Yeah, that's actually less fatigue than it was for the saber. Push comes to shove, we can give you a fencing sword, but we kind of want to make use of the legendary weapons while we can. Just worried about your armor. It is surprisingly low. But then I'm worried about your stamina going down even more. I mean, do we have that skill book? No, we didn't buy it, did we? Brawny might be serviced quite well for Fat Nonkers. Fat Nonkers needs Relentless and Brawny, I'm feeling. That will really round them out. Lone Wolf as well, ideally. So we'd want to get Relentless, we'd want to get Brawny, and then we'd want to get Lone Wolf on the 16th level. Or Last Stand. Last Stand is... There's so many good fucking perks, man. Evening Streamer, we make it to the hunting grounds yet? No. We're still in the process of trying to amass a strong enough force to go to the hunting grounds. That said, we do have a witch character now who's in training, Writer A, who has the spells, provided we get a staff, that would be able, I think, to lock down the Ishrok for long enough for us to do significant damage. So I'm feeling more confident in that sense. I'm just trying to see which among us need a net. I think that should be everyone. Stream 18 if we're making it to the hunting grounds next stream. Well, look, that's not fair. We did make it to the hunting grounds. It's just we got there and we got our asses beat and we had to run away. Don't be facetious with me, okay? You don't know who you're fucking with in the marketplace of ideas, pal. Brody's acorn helmet is so funny to me. Damn, Brody also has dodge. My only worry being the melee defense value wouldn't be that insane on top of it, but it's not that low. Brody could end up being a nimble hammer guy. We've seen sergeants who are able to do it. It might not be impossible. Anyway, I think everyone who needs it has a net, so we're gonna go in now. And let's pray we don't get fucked up by the Rune Chosen. Who is here? Yes. Okay. Doesn't count. We need to live in the hunting grounds. Dare I say thrive there? Set up small boutique coffee shop selling scones? Yes, and then we also sell, like, pastries with meat, and it's meat taken from the Ishrok. You're so right for that one. You're, let's link and build, twin. Let's link and build, man. I think you and I will have a great enterprise together. I'm curious of them to make the first move here. Or is this just a back and forth and we're all going to sit here waiting? What's for hunting grounds? Oh, buddy. Chat, does he know? I don't think he knows, chat. Okay, Barbarian Rune Chosen is already being really fucking annoying. And he's only just moved. No, I don't know. That's why I asked. Chat? He doesn't know, chat. Chat, he doesn't know what calc is, chat. First attack of the run missed. This surely will not be a bad omen. Okay. Net, just keep this guy at range. We just gotta keep him at range. Okay. We gotta get HSM in now. HSM, let's pray you don't go the way of Wolfman for my other save. Prepare to bleed on Lean Slayer. Wind up on Agent. Wait your turn. Monty, you coming here. Don Furpo up here. Fat Nonkers, you start coming out on the side. Just got done count. You clearly do not understand the TikTok reference I am making. Oh, of course you hit the... You always hit the head on the one time I don't want you to. Don Furpo, kill this guy. Thank you. And Don Furpo, kill this guy as well. Oh. What was the chance to miss there? Okay, it was an 85. 95 is the one where I tweak out. They have a bear? They do indeed, man. Stagger this guy. Rolling 9s, rolling 5s. This guy doesn't stand a chance. This guy does not know what the fuck he's doing. Net the bear. Keep the bear in place. The bear is actually not that significant a worry, but I'd prefer if it wasn't a worry at all, like that guy who I've just shot dead. 1, 2. Also, my father decided, as generous as he is, to get me a random big-ass bottle of Asahi, so I'm drinking this today. The camera's reversed so you can actually see it. It's very nice. Asahi's a very nice beer. Which I say all the time because I'm an absolute fucking Asahi head. Bet it tastes pretty good if you season and fry on a pan. I bet so, man. Look how easily we cleave that armor with our arrows. Stagger, you're not taking your go. The Goblin Impaler is so huge for dealing with boss enemies. I think HSM, yeah, so all of us are going to be able to go and lock him in place before he's able to. What's your melee defense right now? 31. He's got a melee skill of 93, and he hits like a truck, so I'd rather not chance that right now. Lean Slayer. Annoyingly. Okay. You step here. Lovely. 89. He's baffled as well. I'm feeling decent about this. I'm feeling okay about what's going on right now. It just depends what happens when he takes his go. Because God knows he can just decide to hit really hard. Net again. You're staying right there. What did he do? What did he do? Use his strike down? Ah, you fool. I think he tried to do a stun move, right? It did no damage to HSM. It poisoned him somehow. But that's huge. It did nothing to him. We're going to leave HSM to 1v1 there. Kind of tempted to move. No, just in case he tries to break out of a net, we need to be able to throw it. Fat Nonkers, you come here. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Gubfried's fatigue gamers is one letdown, man. He is an old man. Don't shoot HSM, please. I don't need you to be doing that right now. See how much armor damage that does? Keep staggering him. He's so close to dead. DZ Hunter. I trust DZ Hunter more to handle this. Melee skill 79, melee skill 81. It's got to fall to DZ Hunter to do this. He got an ever so slight heal. But it's not really going to matter, I'm afraid. Lovely. Alan's got the kill. And now it's open season on these guys. It's over for them. Bear's fleeing. What's left? Pillager, Pillager, Drummer, Drummer. Guys, I'm sorry. You gotta fucking go. It's over for you. It's actually so free. I didn't turn on the TV in the background. I'm so sorry. I've defied the routine, man. Let me put some Northern on the TV behind me. Rubric? Oh, hello, Helios. Hello for dropping by again. I saw you in the jewelry yard yesterday. People were flaming your ass, man. People in the chat were... People did not fuck with you in the chat for some reason. There we go. We need our Instagram reels. True, you got them now. Now my head is being perfectly defined by the TV behind me. Here we are. These guys are trapped in place. Yeah, I farmed them, surprisingly enough. Tale as old as time, man. It was actually the one thing I will give credit to Shiv for. I think it was from Happy Dinosaur. He said something to me that was like, the emptiest cans rattle the loudest. And I was like, feels the aura, man. That's a damn good phrase. Bro's trying to leave. I don't think you understand what's happening right now, little man. Again, I keep forgetting to use Duelist. Rex CC, as I always do. What's the chance on that? 54? My guys are just so easy to hit. This is my biggest thing right now. They're so easy to hit, and I'm not sure their melee skill makes up for it. Our party's kind of mid, I will say. And it hurts to say, Because it's you guys who are mid. Well, maybe if you tried a little fucking harder, we wouldn't be in this position, eh? I'm not mid. No, you, Monty, Don Furpo, and like all of our range guys are not mid. But everyone else is like... I mean, look at this move. I don't even think it's stats. I think the game just arbitrarily decides this character will miss more 74s than others will. Because, like, some of these guys just cannot hit a 74, man. Ben's pretty fucking good, though. Nonka's also not mid. It depends how debilitating this injury is going to be. Okay, well, this was an easy completion of our noble quest. It's going to be 5k for completing it as well, so that's going to round us out. I wouldn't be mid if I got drafted. Did we? Boberman, you did get drafted. You fucking died. But you were very good for the time you were alive. You were like one of the first guys we had available. Run them down, man. I'm getting paid per head here. Oh, I did? Low-key, I didn't know. Bro doesn't watch the streams. Get this guy out of here. He does not give a fuck about our streams. But yeah, Shiv is, it's interesting to be back, is how I'll phrase it. Bye-bye. It's interesting to be back. It's definitely a new environment, but I'm really only going to be touching upon it to play with friends. Maybe an occasional duel here or there, but outside of that, I'm not really fucking with it. Blame college. There are many things to blame college for, but enriching your education, I don't know, brother. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's true. What's the rune shot? Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Rune of poison. Okay, that's useful. Let me have a look. Who's in here that I haven't seen before? Hello, Aspiden and Claff Plays. Hello, new people. What are you doing in my stream? For Squirrel's Bro. For Squirrel's Bow, I guess. Could also be for Squirrel's Bro. I don't know how Squirrel's Bro is doing. Trans rights. Thank you, Lambda. Oh, it's also... Wasn't there someone else for promotion? Yes, it was you, Bird Thing, wasn't it? I don't... I mean, Anchor is good for someone who isn't particularly that fantastic in their defenses, but you are level 6, so your range defense is probably going to go really high. Cleaver Mastery for you would also be really nice, because then you get more lacerate moves, and you are using a cleaver. I'm also thinking if we give you Colossus, because then that way muscularity is going to make you huge on your hits. So we're actually going to do this. Gets you up to 90, buff that, buff your range. Your melee skill is so fucking lacking, man. Your melee skill is so bad. Please, bro, you gotta lock the fuck in, man. You're rolling... Oh, maybe we are getting rid of Bird Thing. At least our agent doesn't have melee growths either. Anyway, where are we? We've got to head down to Friederwald now. So 209 times 24... times by 5, you're looking at... Yeah, it's 5k. We've made 5k easy. Whether or not that's in profit, I don't know. But in terms of what we're getting from this, our payment is 5k. The game is decided to tweak out again. It's weird. Because I have deleted saves, so there aren't that many saves anymore. But sometimes it just feels really choppy moving around. What if I lock in on our movement? Okay, we're fine if we just lock in. If we lock in on where I am, we should be okay. Maybe the game's struggling to render everything that's on the screen. Which is odd, because it's just PNGs, man. There's not really much changing. Yes, 5k. That will help us in the long run. Facing justice? A Hulk Barbarian prisoner witch transport. Nobody wants the job for a savage kid of Fizzy Law, and they'll come for him. Okay, so that's going to be 10 million rune chosen. Basilisk infestation. Intelligent. Outlaws. Medium armor, perfect fit, but we have to spend our money elsewhere, man. We're kind of chopped in regards to how our money's doing. Brigand camps? Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is an undead camp. I'm not gonna like. We have really explored all of up here. The only thing maybe is there's a small island off here. I doubt that. Maybe there's stuff over here. Again, the issue being, if I go down, these guys are gonna... I do remember that actually their units are scared of us, so their noble companies won't come and fight us. Because I do remember we did an escort caravan quest down here somewhere, and we passed a noble company and they didn't come near us. So it might be that we're okay in that sense. Also, trans rights in case I missed that, Lambda. Can't remember if I did it or didn't. I'm saying so much shit, it's hard to keep track. Salvage tent. Okay. No injuries. Should be good on that front, so that means take you guys off of that. You can instead be fletching ammo. So we got pretty fucking low on ammo. Are we salvaging faster than we're repairing? Oh, yes. You love to see it. Chat, I'd like to divulge to you a, ooh. Didn't even try to fool me. An over deserter came this way. 200 crowns for the head. Where is Varech? Right there, bro. I'm not taking a deserter on the team, man. I'm destitute right now financially, so I need the money. Look at how fast it disappears, man. Paying $500 a day. Yeah, what was I saying? Right, oh, and we're running out of food. And we're running out of food. Hold on a second, hold on. I almost neglected the food meter. Buy all the simple food. There we go, sweet. 163. I should have someone really hunting. Oh, there was an event that came up. I just missed it. Where is Jonathan? Don't know how I managed to miss him all the time. It's pretty blatant where he is. These guys can camp and hunt. This free will moment I had, rather. And I had it on Hold Fast Nations at War. You're probably thinking that's not really a free will moment. You're playing a game you usually play. What does this constitute? But hear me out, right? I just happened to last Saturday, so about a week ago now. And this is genuine material for the third channel, because it was that fucking funny. HSM, I think you already kind of know where I'm going with this. I joined a lobby that was Defense on Fort Willie, which was the big camp area with the British versus the French. And how much money are we making for this? Yes, 2K, I'll take it. And I joined the lobby to a 501st guy talking. Now, the 501st guys, they're a clan of people. I don't fraternize with them, I don't really know them, but I know of them, right? HSM. For you... An additional 20% chance to hit the head. Do you have crippling strikes? No. Also, what's your roll for your melee skill? Okay, at least we're at 70. It's not going to take us 3 levels to get up there. Your range defense is very nice. Buff that fatigue. Lovely. For your skill, I'm thinking we give you... Increases hit point damage and always inflict a minimum amount of damage to hit points equal to 10% of the armor damage done to the target. Attacks that don't deal armor damage or fully penetrate the target's armor will not receive any bonuses. So this is actually... increases hit point damage and always inflict a minimum amount of damage to hit points equal to 10% of the armor damage done to the target. So if we were to do this, demolish armor, 10% of that is already huge. I think I know what I'm picking. I'm quite... Yeah, it's got to be that. I should have that. Can you even have that? Is that a... No, you don't have the availability. You don't have the skill. I don't think you do. No, it's not on the 8th level. Sorry, bro. Have we not already used the skill book on you as well? I can't remember. Anyway, we have a quest. But this free will moment that happened, right? Where are we going here? Follow the track southeast of Grafenhain. Oh, don't tell me it's a fucking forest battle. It's that forest battles usually work in our favor. It's just the... Oh, also poison rune. You haven't bought one book? Well, now I know what we need. But also, I'm out of money, man. Okay, I've got to be more decisive in what we're spending money on right now. We can't just be spending willy-nilly. It's also another British idiom. Why have you got a slashed face, man? Your armor's fully repaired. Fuck it, you fight with it. I don't care. We're not going to be stopping to heal that. I think everyone who needs a net has a net. Yes, sweet. Yeah, you should spend it on a bounty table. Oh my god. Somebody get these beggars out of here! Moral reputation decreases. I'm already paying you, bro. What is this? Already you have my money. You're just being greedy as fuck. Also, what is your background that you keep doing that? You are a beggar? We hired this guy? Why did we hire this guy? I can't. Why the fuck would we? Did we get him for free? Maybe we got him for free. I don't know why we'd hire a beggar background. That's nuts. Anyway. So this Fiverr First guy I saw in that server, he was like talking to someone else, and he said something to the effect of, oh, they're streaming. Robber Baron, legendary stuff. He was like, oh yeah, this person's streaming. And out of nowhere, I was just like, oh, who's streaming? And he said, oh, this person, I won't say the name. Go up. Go into the mountains. I don't want to fight you in the swamp. Don't make this... fucking... Give me land. Okay, this is workable. This works in our favor here. Probably was fodder and he happened to survive. Or maybe. You might be right. I might have just hired them because I needed bros. Oh, these guys are easy. What are these brigand thugs we're dealing with? Okay. Wait a turn. We have to get our movement already. You're coming here. You're coming here. You're coming here. So Gubfried comes here. The dog's going to be annoying, but we can manage this. Their guys are in the swamp as well. We just need to form a wall on the solid ground. Wait a turn. So this guy I walked up to, he said, yeah, this person's streaming. And I was like, oh, okay. And immediately I go and look them up. And they are streaming that game in my lobby. And I was just like, I feel like getting up to a bit of mischief. And it wasn't stream snappy, probably thinking, oh, so what, you just like... just got on the enemy team and like killed her repeatedly? No. I was on her team. And what I would do is I would just walk up to her, not say a word the entire time, and I would just stand next to her. And I wouldn't do anything. I would just follow her around. And I did this for 3 hours. And it is perhaps the funniest shit ever. Had there been no reaction at all when I checked her VOD, I would have been like, fuck, man, I've just wasted 3 hours. But there was like, I was basically a phantom to these people. They were like, who the fuck is this guy? There were guys who found me funny at first, and then like 3 hours after, they were like, dude, he's still here. It was hilarious as fuck, man. And it was so innocent as well. Because I was literally just following somebody around. Okay, from time to time, I'd body block because it was funny, but outside of that, I was just standing next to them. And I just kind of became a character on the stream for a moment. And it felt so funny to fucking do the shadow. That was literally the bit, man. That was literally the bit. That was what I was doing. I was just her shadow. I'm surprised that wasn't a kill, to be honest. And the footage was so... oh, it was just... it felt so good to do, man. And again, it wasn't malicious, because obviously some people would assume, like, oh, you're saying, like, horrible stuff to her and stuff. Is that him? Battleforged Billhook? Saint Gorfier the Liar. That's not very saint-like of you, bro. We're gonna have to deal with that. We've come to excommunicate your ass to hell, brother. Just give me a fucking second. We'll deal with you post-haste. Toot sweet. There was... again, literally just stand next to him doing anything, because I feel like when people hear about this, they assume that, like, oh, you're trying to harass a woman, which had no bearing on it at all. It was like, someone is streaming, I want to now be a character. I just want to be involved, man. And it's all good, because actually what I did it one more time, but I didn't do it for 3 hours. I saw she was streaming. I joined her lobby, and I walked up to her, and on her stream, she's like, oh my god, not this guy again. I turned on my mic and said, oh, don't worry, it was all just a joke, I'll see you later. And then I walked off, basically. And since then, I haven't done it. Because there does come a point where, like, if I keep doing it, then it's just annoying for the sake of being rude to someone. And I don't want to do that. But for the time in which the bit existed, it was very funny. And annoyingly, I had some guy lampshade my bit as sexist because I was standing next to her in a lobby. She was playing as the officer. And a guy walked up and genuinely at one point just started like, you know the way in like a multiplayer lobby someone hears a woman talk and just gets really sexist? Like he actually was doing that. He was telling her to like shut up because she was a woman and everything. And then later on, towards the end of the match, he walked up to her and asked for a Snapchat. And I was like, oh great, you're a pedophile as well, bro. You're a fully grown man using Snapchat. That's fucking awesome. I'm so glad when I've decided to do this bit, you've also decided to show up. And now you make me look like a malicious weirdo. No, I'm just being annoying for the bit, man. Net, you stay right there. It was a very fun time. I found it very amusing. Ew. Yeah, bro, he asked, it was really horrible. I laugh at it because it's like just morbidly horrible. Obviously, this is just like had I been doing this sort of shit, it would have been reprehensible, right? Like, the bit would not have been funny. You are just sexually harassing a woman online. He was going up to her and asking, like, do you squirt? And I'm like, bro, can you... I didn't break character, but I was like, man, like, why have you picked now to be doing this? Who asks that? Someone that is just trying to be a bad person. They don't like women and they're just trying to be horrible. Bro, what? Bro, it's scary that people like this exist. Trap you here. You're not leaving the spot now. We move up a line. DZ Honda gets to inch his way on. That means got the line. HSM's now trapping them in the dirt. You get netted. You're staying right there. But yeah, amusing time. I'd show you... Annoyingly, my voice isn't too loud, so I'm gonna have to subtitle it when I make a third channel video for it, but... It was very amusing. The clips I got of it were really funny. There's a moment where, like, the whole British team has gone into a cave to hide, and, like, it's very packed, and conveniently, I end up in front of her, and she's trapped in the corner, and she's like, can you move? And I'm just, like, silently going... to her, denying her, and we're just there for the next 5 minutes as shit's happening in the cave before we both die. The only time she gets free is when they break in and kill both of us, and it was so fucking hilarious. It's like, that's being mischievous, you know? It's not being malicious, man. Okay, here we go. Lovely. Trap this guy. Shield up. Gubfried, you got your 1v1 here, man. I mean, he's got 140 melee skills, so I'm a little bit worried about Gubfried facing him. I think he's got legendary armor as well. Based on the helmet he has, I'm thinking so. Skewer. Oh, this can pierce 2 targets. Duelist. Omega lol. Bye-bye. Gubfried. What's your chance to hit this guy if we leap? 82. Ah, of course you missed the fucking... You miss a 93. I love video games. Gotta focus him now. Holdfast is a very fun game. Again, surprised my video was, the Mordhau video basically overnight did very well. Holdfast I think is on track to get 10k in a month, but surprisingly has not advanced much past that. You need to, oh, bird thing, you're about to get smack bam walloped, bro. Okay, good hits. All of these are overwhelms as well. Dent armor. Sweet. If it's legendary armor, we're going to get it anyway, so it's fine. If it's not legendary armor, we don't want it. It means nothing to us. Wait a turn. Like, why do we have a shield on Lean Slayer? We still haven't removed this fucking shield. That guy's fleeing. That's exactly what I was worried he was gonna do. I actually have decent defense. I mean, against this guy, not really, because he's in a swamp, so minus 25 melee skill. It's to be expected he's gonna struggle to hit you. If they were on ground, they'd probably be rolling 50s. Anyway, bye-bye. Oh, what was that? Oh, was it 23? How was your chance to hit that bad, man? Fuck. That was a 26 as well. Fuck this guy so much. That was a 26. Excuse me, can you... Oh, I can't rotate a stunned guy because this game sucks. It's gonna be done Furpo. Let me just come here. Net this guy again. He's so close to dead. He's gonna die. No, he's got 9 lives. He's not gonna die on his next turn. Okay, he's hit his 9 lives. Come on. Yes, he's dead. Lovely. Shield. How are you rolling 51s? Oh, your melee skill is wait. Oh, he's just a brigand leader. The bandit veteran mogs this guy. Very bold, very brave. Not gonna see many guys doing shit like that. DZ Hunter, just stand here for a moment, please. You stand here as well. Just surround this guy. Me when I'm in a fit of rage, so I have sex with your mum. Yeah, you better roll a 27 on that, man. What's the chance to impale with Agent? 55. Is there anything to be said at this point anymore? I don't think there is. I think there is nothing to be said about this anymore. To comment on this is to comment like the direction of a wind changing. This is just how it be. But it's alright, we have our snipers to clean up everything for us. Come here, birdie. You hit your own guy? No sense of group cohesion, my boy. Nivi's gonna die. My guys have got to be on the front line eventually, man. I can't just be babysitting them all the time. If they die, they die. Fleeing. How did they miss a 95? Don't question it. Don't ask. If you ask, I'll crash out, man. We don't need to ask why. It's the will of the game, my friend. Didn't miss that time. Alright, they're fleeing. They're fleeing. They're fleeing. They're fleeing. Who has bandage mastery? Is there anyone? I mean, if Nivi goes down, it's a struck down, right? No one has a bandage, I think. The stuff they have, we don't really care about. We're gonna be beating it anyway. Nivi's gonna survive. We get the legendary stuff from the guy that's down. It's fine. Let them go. Yes, we do. I knew that was a legendary helmet. Sir Gauntier the Liar Deacon's Lament. This. I mean, we take all of it, really. Battleforge Bill Hook. What's the damage on this? 60 to 80? 180% effective against armor, though. 6. Okay, yep. I'm glad. I'll happily give you the money, man. I need money, bro. I need it bad. Okay, Nivi magically recovers. Any experience from that? No. I'm not... Oh, guys. We have some really... It feels like in the private save, it's more spread out how good everyone is. In this one, it's better contained to HSM, Gubfree, Don Furpo, but then the rest of us are kind of mid, man. But maybe it's also just Nivi just isn't at a high enough level to be good yet. Because, I mean, 68 melee skill on level 5. That's a potential for 80, which isn't bad by any means. Don't want to be turning my nose up at decent growths. Turn on my fan as well. It's actually not that hot anymore. I think it's just because I've got the room closed in. Last night when I was sleeping, I had to like throw on some tracksuit bottoms. Usually I sleep in a vest and boxer shorts. So it is getting a bit cooler. Apparently it's expected to get warmer, which would be nice when I go to Brighton because, you know, seaside town and all. Hopefully this time we don't get brutally overcharged for double vodka lemonades. Can you imagine? $12.50 for a double vodka lemonade? Fucking daylight robbery, man. That's these people's problem. How much damage you doing with this? 65 to 85. Brighton, I've got a friend who's going to college there. What, in the UK? Because I know there's also Brighton in America. Because like most things, they steal everything and name their towns English towns, yeah? Are they also gay? Because that's why a lot of people go to Britain. It's kind of got that reputation. Yes, well that tracks. That makes sense to me. Gay and trans? Ah, double whammy. Costing the streams on that one. Do we have an escort caravan quest? No. Why have we gone down? Why have we gone down in my bro count now? This mechanic makes me want to kill myself. Oh, because I didn't fuck it. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck this game. I hate it. When did I say I love this game? I take it back. I don't like this game anymore, bro. This game stinks. Hydrate? Well, evil hydrate. But thank you. Trans rights. Thank you, Lambda. You gave away the item? No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I didn't give away shit. I put it for repair. Don't scare me like that, man. And now he's gonna be like, oh, I was baiting. For 6k? No, I didn't give away the item for 6k. No, I gave... Okay, no. I gave away the item for 6k. But it annoys me that the renown goes down that much. Okay, the quest. Yeah, I know the quest. I know the item, alright? I know what you're talking about. I gave it away. Because I need money, man. Money's more important than, like, having 5+ renown for doing one quest. I've got my priorities straight. I need money. Money's the only way I get to then go and explore. If they were in my position, they'd understand too, man. I know why my renown has gone down. It's the same way I know why I miss 95s. Because 95 to hit is 5 to miss. And apparently I should be buying lottery tickets with this level of luck that I'm rolling 5s. But it's my emotional appeal to God to ask why it works the way it works. That's why. It's me getting the demons out of my chest. For the evil that this game subjects me to from time to time. Okay, we're all repaired, we're all good to go. Oh, bird thing, you still have a fucking injury. It's fine. Ripped initially, who cares? Are you guys chill with me down here now? No, of course you're not. Back to Frida-World do we go. I just need money. I just need money. Where's my mercenary sugar daddy when you need him, man? I just need someone to be giving me fat stacks of cash. And then I'm good to go. Armed courier. Okay, well, it depends where you want me to go. Let's talk money. 1.8. Grafenhain. Oh, that 2k to just walk back the other way. I'll take that. Thank you kindly. You got any books here? That would be nice. Fit. Recover. Athlete. Overwhelm. Rebound. Herbalism. Favorite enemy. Fashionable. None of these are good. Who cares? Bounty board. This is the new hunting grounds for this guy. This is the new hunting grounds for this guy now. So 14. Also, get the fucking shield off of Lean Slayer, please. Get the shield off of him. Thank you. Now I can maybe give him a bit of extra armor so he doesn't just croak and die on the battlefield. There we go. Like people on my team insist on doing. Great sword. 2 Zweihanders. Okay. It gives money and legendary shit. Yeah, but like, I'm just... I need to be doing this right now, man. Also, what would I even swap out for that? Not triage table. Penny pinchers, tools. I mean, training dummies would be the one to go. How much is the bounty board? 4k? It's easy, man. We'll get it in a second. Why don't you go and take this negative energy to your deadlock match, pal? That's usually where it belongs. Ooh. You find Gubfried the Sawmaster Birdfing practicing in a field. The elder's head shakes at most recent display sawmanship. The foot leads, the body follows. Again, the student practices what's taught, nodding the Sawmaster barks in order. Now do it in reverse. The foot retreats, the body follows. Do not retreat with your mind. Let your feet do the thinking for you. Instinct is survival. Thinking is death. Move as though the world demanded it. If a wind blows, are you faster than the leaves, which here it's called? Because you are learning now again. Gubfried is... Gubfried coaching, man! I have to... Gubfried coaching reminds me of something else, and I have to hold in the bit I want to make HSM. So I don't just put a target on my back for some fucking weird people. HSM knows the bit. HSM's privy to the bits. He's my court eunuch right now, man. He's my court advisor. He doesn't advise me shit because he doesn't know what to say, but he's there. Organized. These books are so awesome because they're so bad. Oh, okay, Lean got a level up. You typically get hit. Vengeance would be quite good for you. Bloodbath also works quite well for everyone that's bleeding. Let's give you this. Okay, you've got to level up. Stusa has a level up. You love to see it. When using a ranged weapon against target 4 or less tiles away, inflict additional damage, scaling based on 30% of ranged defense. Your ranged defense is a nerd high. Do you have Colossus though? And we are trying to get you to be a bow person, aren't we? You have firearms, I believe? No, nobody has firearms. Annoyingly. But you could be a really good bow guy now. Patient Hunter, that's what you need. You also have pretty good melee skill, considering. Where did you get all this melee skill from? 76 melee skill? You're better than Sig, and he's level 8. Hello, Fat Benjamin Du Franklin. Where's Slim Benny Brethren Fredrid? Fredrid? What the fuck is Fredrid? Is not a name, bro. He's a waffling in his own stream, brethren. He's waffling in his own fucking stream. Does that mean I can bring less people to the fighting line? No. I can't retire anyone, otherwise I can't bring them back. Escort caravan, where is this going? Allied is home 4 days to the northeast. we're paying out roughly 5,000 a day. We'd have to be getting paid per head, man. 290 in advance. 39 crowns per head, up to 20. That's 780. Amenable. I'm amenable to this. And it then takes us away from this bottom left corner. Okay, in the meantime, we need people fletching. Medic, in terms of our meds, we're actually doing okay. We need... Can we craft anything right now? Ooh, large quiver... 2 large quivers of arrows, please. And then we will put you all in there to do that. Fever Squirrel just does everything. Crafting, hunting, supplying. Fever Squirrel is kind of goated, man. He's kind of good at what the fuck he does. Training. Where's Birdthing? Not you. You. Let's train Rust. Where's Nivy? Where are you, Nivy? Here we go. Dizzy Hunter. Pipsqueak, Stusa. All of you guys are going to be training. Agent, you're training as well. Get all of these guys training. Four days? Fuck. Alright, well, we're definitely going to have a fight on our hands, and we have to hope we do, because that's how we make our money back. But we will manage. We do have a legendary helmet, 160. For what is it, 9 fatigue? It's pretty damn good. Not on you guys, those great helms are kind of your whole deal. DZ Hunter, maybe? Get rid of a Rondel helm. Maximum fatigue -9. Get rid of a mask. Just throw this on. 235, 165. That works fine. That works very well. That's good for me. We also have a legendary halberd. 50 to 75. Oh, we may as well use this. We may as well, right? Because for 60 to 80, 50 to 75, 41 of damage ignores armor, 50, so we lose on the ignoring armor, but the comparison with effective against armor means nothing. 5% chance to hit the head, range of 2 tiles, maximum fatigue 14, maximum fatigue... Yeah, we just win out with this one. So Agent ought to use this. I believe Agent only has Polar Mastery for the time being, and Hammer Mastery, but it's fine. We've got half effectiveness there. I think we're ready to roll. Trying to think, what is there for me to fucking yap about, man? I spoke about going to the cinema, didn't I? There was actually, I actually didn't mention, there was a huge queue to get in for Spider-Man. And there had not been a queue to get in for the Odyssey, which I found strange. I know Spider-Man is very popular, a concept. And I don't, maybe there just hasn't been a Spider-Man movie out for a while. And they're two different kinds of movies, so it's not fair to be like, oh, Odyssey is better. But Odyssey is more like, you know, it's a Christopher Nolan film, man. When me and my sister went, the cinema was full, but there was no queue. When I went to the cinema to see Spider-Man, there were like massive queues to get to the drinks machine. There was a massive queue to get your tickets and your goodies from the front. You travel for World Lean Slayer suggestions? Longer in the tooth than anyone and laughs at the plight of fellow sellswords. Okay, at least Lean Slayer's enjoying it, I guess, wiggling his fucking toes in front of a company. Put that shit away, man. We don't want to be seeing it. Back to camp. We have large quiver of arrows. Where is... Oh, okay, Nivy. You've got another level up. We love to see it. You have dodge. You have brawny. Do you have perfect fit? No. Relentless would probably be a big help for you. As would Berserk, I think. Reach advantage? Is there anything we could give you? You don't have a weapon mastery. Yeah, you do. You have mace. Oh, Berserk usually is the main bet right out the gate. What are you again? You're a fishmonger. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Okay, up into the 70s now. Boost vet stand, boost vet initiative. 30 defense on both. If we give you the shield, 48. Okay, nice. With a shield, you become decent. I think we need to give you shield expert then to buff that further. Huge queues for Spider-Man I've never seen before. And it was a pleasant surprise, to say the least. I kind of expected that for Odyssey. Especially because all of the... I think the specific IMAX showings it had, they just weren't available. Maybe that would have been it. If I'd gone for the IMAX viewing, it probably would have been packed. But we didn't even go for an IMAX viewing for Spider-Man. We just went for the usual one. Also, I made 2 Quivers of Large Arrows, right? Where's the second one? I made 2, right? It told me both were done. Bro is blind as fuck. Filter items by type. Offensive tools and accessories. There we are. Here's the second one. Odyssey is the only movie with the IMAX special. No, there've been some. But Disclosure Day was one as well. Disclosure Day was shit. Disclosure Day was a bad film. It's actually fucking boring. I don't know why anyone would want to see it. It's the most generic bullshit. Oh, you already have a large quiver. Very nice. But yeah, it's Disclosure Day is terrible. I know people are like, oh, it's for Steven Spielberg, like nostalgia, but then you have to ask if the movie was not done by Spielberg, would you go and see it? I've heard good for it. The Odyssey is a very good movie. I really loved that movie. I thought it was really good. I think the trailer undersells it. The trailer makes it seem like it's going to be a bit shit. But in reality, it's very nice. Now, 28 years later, the first movie, the trailer ought to win an award. The movie was pretty naff, I found. I wasn't a massive fan of the movie. It's 3 hours. And it's good for... Dude, it's 3 hours and it felt like 2. It's 3 hours long and it felt like I could have gone for another hour, man. It shouldn't have, because it shouldn't have overpaced itself. And it is also converting a massive book of poems in ancient Greek prose to movie form. It ought to be 3 hours long. You guys, I'm trying to think what we do with you now. Just put you on fletching, I guess. Put you on gathering, maybe. We lost a bunch of meds. Oh, Writer needs to be training. Why isn't Writer training? That's the whole... This is Writer's training arc right now. I need to see the Odyssey and Oppenheimer. You're about 6 years too late for Oppenheimer, my friend, but Odyssey you should see. I need to just make a habit of going to the cinema myself. I usually go with my sister, but like, it's nice. It's a good way of getting out the house, you know. And because of my Odeon membership, I get in for completely free, basically. At worst, I pay £3 to get in. I mean, I'm paying £20 a month for it, but if I'm making like, if I'm going once a week, I'm getting a very good value on it. There's a bunch of films I want to see as well. And just the experience of going to the cinema is so much fun. Like being able to go in and, I think it should be a once a week thing because I usually get a couple of snacks and a Tango Ice Blast. God knows how much sugar is in the Tango Ice Blast. So I can't really be getting that every day. So it would be nice. The cinema's fucking awesome. I know like COVID was the like, oh, everyone's just streaming nowadays. We don't need cinemas anymore. But the experience of going to the Sugar, like no one... Even home cinemas don't have cinema screens as big as the Odeon theaters do, or like any other one, right? And like the sound system and just the experience, you know, walking out, you know, going into the cinema and it's light, coming out and it's dark, and you're discussing the film with the people next to it, it's just different, man. So all these people that are like, oh, well, you could just stream it. I know it's costly for some people, so that's fair enough, but also have a bit of whimsy in your life. You can just go and see the movie in cinema. And that's fucking way better. Increase the likelihood of encountering green-skinned champions. You don't have live, do you? We could give you nimble. What's your current armor value? 15. And you have steel brow. Curious, most curious. I think we need to give you rebound. Streaming a movie and going to the theater to see a movie are completely different. They are indeed. I mean, there is always the risk of, like, you have people being dickheads in the cinema, so, like, they just keep talking. When I was like 17, I went to one film and I did that. I think I kind of got peer pressured into it. Not that they actively made me do it, but they were all doing it. And I was like, oh, I've never been invited to this before. I kind of want to, I want to be with the group. So I did the same thing. It was for a, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think maybe I just don't understand cinema, but I didn't really get that movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Maybe that's just me being, inept with movies, rather. I don't know, I enjoyed it. I also watched it when I was basically a minor, so maybe my understanding of cinema isn't that good. Damn, your resolve is that low? Shit, bro. What pisses me off about you, Birdthing, is you're a squire character. You're meant to be good at melee. At least assumedly, by the fact you're a squire. Hit points, you're fine. Your morale is quite worrying. Let's invest in that a little bit, shall we? One person in healing. Let's put Gob in there to help with the healing, and then we camp. Keep it rolling. I remember I actually still need to see Avatar for Way of Water. Because I saw the third one and the first one. I saw the first one when I was like fucking 12, man. I saw the second one I didn't see, the third one I saw. They're okay movies. They're fun movies. They're entertaining movies. And I think that's not even necessarily a slight in quality. Like, a film to be entertaining is already a big ask. I don't know how in that movie they made the human guy look CGI and the blue people look like real. I don't know how they managed that. I also don't know how we managed to go through that whole trip and we didn't get attacked once. We got level ups across the board though. That's what we like to see. Brody, your initiative is really fucking high. I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna see what stat you get if we give you dodge. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Brody. If we give you dodge, what's the defense stat you get? 19? With a shield, 47? I'm not even terribly averse to that. I feel like we could do better, though. I feel like Berserk is of greater importance. So let's reload that save, shall we? I'm not a cinephile by any means, but I do like the movies. I like media, man. You know that 4chan image of, like, the guy who's, like, in his deathbed? He's like, oh, I should have consumed more media. And then he dies. That is unironically me. I know that's, like, a whole joke. But that is genuinely me, man. I exist not to just consume it, to inspire the creative side of media, man. I think that's fucking beautiful. Don Furpo. Oh, my boy, Don Furpo. Don Furpo, they can't keep you down, brother. Get our resolve up. Have you watched Lord of the Rings? Honestly, I need to. I've said this before, and I say this terrified of... You have the Holy Flame as Dervish? Holy shit. I say that you haven't? No, so what I did when I was 10 years old is I would watch Lord of the Rings, but I skipped to the battle scenes. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on in between. I just wanted to see orcs and people, like, fight each other. So I need to actually sit and watch the movies, man. I'm sorry. I was 10 years old, bro. You can't be getting that mad at me, okay? We all make mistakes. I made a pretty big fucking mistake, but you gotta let me try again. Executioner inflicts an additional 20% damage against targets that are debilitated or suffered any injury effect, like a broken arm. You haven't got crippling strikes. I know everyone's kind of in disbelief with that one, but you know, just with time, I'm sure you'll have it in your heart to forgive me. Stream it on Discord. No, man. I'd watch it myself. Unpopular opinion, I don't like watching films with people. Exempting in the cinema, but even that, I think this is just my family. My family are genuinely terrible for watching movies. And I say that lovingly, they are awful. My sister is like the only person I can sit and watch a movie with. My dad, when it's just me and him, sure, but when we're all together as a family, it's impossible. I remember on my 22nd birthday, we went to see Equalizer 3 at the cinema. It was just before I got my new PC made. And we were there, and my mum and my dad were just constantly whispering to each other, asking what's going on. And me and my sister were in the middle, so they were whispering over us, and they'd keep nudging me to ask them to convey something to someone. I'm like, man, I'm trying to watch the film. We paid to come and see a film. I don't want to be gossiping while I'm watching, man. It was my favorite part as a kid That's funny about this. It was a favorite part. Do you mean the battles or watching it with people? Because the battles, you know, for a kid, that's all you really want to fucking see. You haven't really understood what the emotional complexity is, as it's really part and parcel. For battles, I understand. Same with my family. It's awful. I can only watch movies alone, man. Basically, that's the only way I can enjoy them. With my sister, when we're in the cinema, is different. But when I'm downstairs with my family, my mum's especially terrible for it. Do your parents do this thing where they ask questions about the movie? And it's like, if you watched, you would see what, because that's what's gonna happen. They're going to answer this looming question. It's like the moment the question exists to build intrigue, my mum is like, but why this? And it's like, if you watched the fucking movie and you just waited, it would answer this for you. That's the whole point of the movie. You can't just, like, a moment a question pops up, be like, oh, but what's the answer to this? That's not the fun of the film. And it's so fun because she's my mum, so I'm not gonna crash out on my mum, but it's just like, if you watch the movie, yeah, but why are they doing it? It's like, this fucking Aisho speed face, man. You should watch Lord of the Rings. I should. Don't watch Hobbit, though. Why don't people fuck with Hobbit, man? It looks like an okay film. Read it? Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Reading it, I imagine, is better. Agent, what are we doing with you, bro? We could do Gifted, just to get another... What's your role on melee skill? 2? Your range defense is fucking huge, bro. Your range defense is throbbing and veiny, man. But it's a bit troubling. What else? You don't even have Colossus, man. Fuck. So we came up with a bunch of BS. Because it's one book, they made it in 3 movies. So we came up with a bunch of BS. I see. I'm tempted to give you Nimble. A Nimble backliner. Because then that way you have more fatigue. You have more stam. You have more initiative. We're not really utilizing dodge, though, so I'm not really seeing the point. Right now, it seems like Rebound, Killing Frenzy. Ooh, Killing Frenzy could be very good. The first Hobbit movie's alright, the rest are pretty bad, though. Yeah, apparently it's not very well received. You know what was so funny? No one was sharing with me, like, the opening weekend stats of the new Spider-Man movie, and I checked it, and I saw that one of them was the new, episode 7 of Star Wars, and like, oh, that's very funny. That's very funny that there was not an episode 8 or 9 up in that opening weekend, man. Potentially unpopular opinion, I thought, like, the sequel movies were fun movies. They weren't good Star Wars movies, and the last one wasn't really a good movie, but they were enjoyable, and when I went and watched them, I was like, oh, these are fun, you know? But I can understand why if you're dedicated to Star Wars, then you'd be like, it's a pretty shit. I like the first 2. The last movie is arse. Somehow Palpatine returned. I just know the actor is in the back room like, fuck, man. Like, I'm a Shakespearean trained actor, bro. Like, this is the writing I'm dealing with right now. Boba Fett is cool, though. Yeah, but those are the original, man. That's the original trilogy, pal. Oh, never gave a fuck about Star Wars. Sorry, there was context I occluded. I became a Twitter user for a second. Sorry, my bad. Objectively, they must have phoned it in. I hated the Palpatine return. It was so... They just did not know what to do, man. This is the epitome of, like, creative industry. It's a cool idea to make money, to make more Star Wars movies. But they don't know what the fuck to do with it, man. Literally, I haven't watched Andor, but based on what people have said, Andor is, like, the only current Star Wars media that's actually good. They should have just made 3 Andor movies. We're gonna go with Killing Frenzy. I think that's gonna work well. Writer A. Magical Staff Mastery is what you need. There's Prayer of Hope. When activated, adjacent allies gain 20% of your current resolve as hit points spread out over several turns. That's so fucking huge. Rubik, you sold the staff? Yeah, but we have the Goblin Staff, and also we can get a new one. Okay, don't panic, bro. Don't panic. Stop panicking. It's alright. Calm down. Patriots are in control, man. Don't worry about it. Prayer of Hope. Because our resolve stats are going to be pretty high. We don't need melee skill. We need high resolve. We need high resolve. Resolve. All the time, anytime, man. Right is got to be our hard carry. I'm picnicking. What, are you out right now? Bro's in a social environment and he's tuned into the La Rubric stream. No. Oh, you got my ass, man. Fucking. Oh, bro, they would have loved you in the 6th grade classroom, man. Yeah, I'm doing this today. Oh, really? No. That's you, man. You're built like a fucking infant. Stop talking, bro. You can't picnic in Australia? It's true. Because the spiders will get you, man. The spiders are fucking unionized on you there. Patient Hunter for Signatelli could be really good. I'm also thinking Last Stand. No, first off, Colossus. Absolutely Colossus. That's the whole value. Motherfucker, shit bait. No, that's it. I caught it just as I was going for it. You sly dog. You had me fucking falling for the bait, man. Buff your resolve, you're at 60. DZ Hunter. No, DZ Hunter. Battle flow? Once per turn upon killing an opponent, reduce current fatigue by 10 of character's base maximum fatigue, or penalties to armor currently applied. 14, 37, that's going to be like 130. 13? That could be pretty damn good. I'm also thinking, where's the axe one? 50% of a skill's fatigue cost is translated to the damage and chance to hit. Smashing shields, 12 fatigue, so that would be 6 extra. 10 fatigue, 5. I'm quite liking that. What's your roll for melee skill? You guys are killing me on these melee skill rolls, man. You're actually killing me. And then let's buff. Let's buff this. Do you have a resolve skill at all? Because I'm just thinking, like, I have Fortified Mind right here. We could also potentially give you Alert. But then we already know from Brody. Let's do Last Stand. For every 2 missing HP below 66, gain 1 additional melee and range defense. When below 33 total hit points, character becomes immune to the effect of fresh injuries. Does not lose morale when losing hit points. Could be good. Let's do Fatigue Rebound. And then Rust, who is just someone in training right now. We've given you a Flail. I think that was a bit too optimistic because your melee skill is kind of fucking lacking. There we go. Do we even have a flail? We have a 2-handed flail. I know that for sure. Yeah, we have this. We don't have a 1-handed flail, I believe, though, right? We do. We have a 3-headed flail. Lovely. There you are. You're still staying on the sidelines for the time being. Grants 10% damage to hits to the head and chance to hit the head against targets who suffered from any of the following effects. Berserk. No, not promised potential. Nice fucking try. Okay, that was a lot of level ups. I think that took us like 15 minutes. Armed courier. Return item. We need another battle quest, I think. Oh, what books do you guys have here? We checked. Mining. Okay. Let's kill these guys, man. Return northeast, so they're going into the snow. Worst mistake, pal. We thrive in the snow. 20? Not even a robber baron, man. You hate to see it. Come on, let's do this. Don't go back into the fucking trees, please. On the plains? Yes. Let me check. We have nets. Ooh, Erha, you have a level up we didn't give. There we are. Okay, let's fight these guys. Enough talk. It's time for lease action. Well, but most of these guys are brigand raiders. Yeah, these guys are small fries to a big fuck! That was such an aura line, man. It was gonna be like, these guys are small fries to a big fish like me, and I fucked it up. Hit the head. Oh, it's a beautiful start, man. Kill that dog. I'm part of the ATF. Thank you. I'm gonna state an unpopular opinion. It probably sucks to get shot in the head, man. That guy probably hated it. His body armor's destroyed. Can you remember there was a time in which I saw these guys and I was like, oh my god, it's Brigand Raiders, man. Now, I don't even blink, bro. Just a glimpse into my state of my fucked up mind. I mean, yeah, probably. Probably sucks to have an arrow go through your skull, man. If only we could ask him how he felt about it. Kill this guy. Guy wearing, like, a condom for a shirt? Yeah, I'll walk in the open. Within range of Alan J. Wolf, man. I wonder how Alan J. Wolf is doing. I've got Mordhau uninstalled now. I've traded one poison for another. The most a human could manage would be Mordhau or Shiv. If you have both installed, you're kind of a crazy person, man. You can't be trusted. To have both installed is to be saying, yeah, I like hitting my head against walls on a regular. Don't yuck my yum, bro. Let people enjoy things. Ah, tragic miss. Especially when you're rolling ACs, man. Gubfried, kill this guy. I hate that sentence. What, don't let people enjoy things? I know you would, because you're contrarian hater. Your whole existence is to hate on shit, bro. Your whole reason of being is to be like, no, you can't enjoy that. But you know what? I almost respect it. 95. Rev up the duelist. Ha! Was that to the head? No, it was for body. Caught lacking. Kill this guy. Kill him. Thank you. Let people enjoy things within reason. Well, look, it's different, right? If you're someone who's like, I liked Secret of a Mimic, I enjoyed it, I'd be like, fair enough, we all have guilty pleasures. If someone was like, Secret of a Mimic is Game of the Year for 2025, we're waterboarding you, bro. Because that's just like, now you're trying to put things into like, it's all subjective, but within, there is like some reasoning to kind of give it some credibility. And that's just not true. If you're someone who tries to affirm something to have like some universal renown, and it's just not true, then you're gonna get smoked. It's unfortunately, I hate to say this about poor Juna, it's like hearing Juna's game opinions, okay? I'm sorry. And if Juna was like, Counter-Strike is the best game ever, I'd be like, well, you're kind of crazy. Maybe you should do something else. Ooh, the double hit. Oh, we can kill this guy. Easy. Bing! Fear the Squirrel was the kind of motherfucker to pluck the bow just to let his foes know he's nearby. To give him a fair fucking chance. And you missed Nivy? You can't be missing Nivy, man. Like, I'll even go as far as to say, if you enjoy Roblox, okay, man. You know what? Fine. If you start telling me that Roblox is better than Steam, there are some motherfuckers who are like, oh, it's this free database of games. You don't have to do this shit like with Steam. You are the kind of guy who still can only play games with balls and guns in them, man. If that's how you feel about Steam. Fortnite Game of the Year, on God, those people are terrifying, man. They're terrifying because they're just so wrong and yet so brazen. It's not just that they're wrong, it's that they lack the decorum to be wrong in a respectable way. They're wrong and then they insist that like they're like persecuted for telling the truth. People who say Roblox is better than Steam are so fucking stupid. I almost worry I'm riffing on like a straw man here because I don't know how many of them exist outside of Twitter posts. But they do, clearly they do exist. Oh, you roll a 36 agent. Femcell after my heart, man. Watch this cleave. Off the fucking top rope. Ooh, you missed. What was the roll you got on the other one? 83, 77. Did you only roll on 2? Why'd you only roll on 2? Oh, I think you hit. Use a swing and hits Brigand Raider. Brigand Raider is fleeing. You hit them. Yeah, you killed one as well, so I'm confused why there's no roll on that. Bandit Veteran is breaking. Next server event is the AI slop peak ripoff. Yeah, that shit is... Have you seen, like, the art for it as well? You look at Peak's art, and it's, like, really cool. You look at their art, and it's just, like... One of the guys is just naked. Don Furbo, man. Why did we ban you? Come back, Don Furbo. It's just... It's terrible. It's really bad. People are like, oh, Roblox is so awesome for all the games that it has available. And it's just stealing games from fucking Twitch, man. Is Twitch killing itself right now? I mean, I've got no dropped frames and my bitrate's okay. So I'm assuming that, it's your end. You probably need to refresh the stream. At least I hope that's the case. Roblox and Fortnite literally is AI thumbnails all over the place for those modes too. Yeah, and all the modes are fucking stolen. I just know there's a motherfucker out there right now that's like, oh, Peak stole it from from the original guys on Roblox who made it. That's totally a straw man, by the way. I don't believe people actually do that. I don't think people are that dumb. You trying to hit Ben with that shitty little thing? Are you crazy? Beautiful work. No, I checked Twitter. For Twitch killing itself, or for... Oh, what rolling 70s am I missing? Or for people who say that shit. How could Mordhau and Chivalry steal from Roblox Medieval Kissing Simulator 6000? It's just another evil of the melee slasher scene, man. First? That's convenient you said that. I've already forgotten which 2 options I gave you, bro. You're gonna have to remind me. I got so distracted by chat. I was motor mouthing. I was just moving of my own volition there. Not of my own volition, rather. No, I won't. This guy plays hard to get, bro. He asks me to stream. You know why he asks me to stream? I'm the only person who tolerates his shit. He does this to his colleagues at the workplace, and they're like, bro, could you just, like... Could you stop asking me about my favorite 6-7 meme and just fucking, like, do your work? You know that video of the guy who's crawling around on, like, the New York subway? HSM's the kind of guy to do that shit. Just be an absolute pest to society. HSM built like an IRL streamer, bro. Die. I know that shit hurted, bro. Okay, Nivy. Okay, Nivy. Okay. I know we're fighting Brigand Raiders here, but still, man. Smug, you should unironically submit. I am. I actually will. I will submit, and as much for the content as for the experience. Because I think it could be interesting. And I don't think it's just for streaming, right? I think it's also for YouTube. I would be curious for like a big, well, it depends if Ludwig does it. Honestly, the only thing I think I respected was Ludwig's lessons actually seemed kind of serious. And that he seemed like a guy who I'd actually want to learn from, because, you know, he's makes so much money off Twitch. I think there are like 100,000 submissions. Yeah, but the difference might be is that my videos might actually be worth trying to elevate to be even better, and not people who are making shit like I played Fortnite with a transgender. I feel like or maybe they'd be like, the guy who's making those kinds of videos does need the help. He's making videos called I played Fortnite with a transgender. I think he needs the help more than this guy who's already making shit that maybe actually is a bit more worthwhile for people to watch. I think the problem is they want the latter. Yeah, because this is the difficulty, right? You've got to have those sorts of people to add to the content. Because, I mean, even I watched some podcast calls with Ludwig where he was explaining, like, his experience. And he said he didn't necessarily agree with people who were like, it should have been all just seriousness, because then people be like, it's boring as fuck, who wants to go here? And also, it's streamer university. I've been to university. It's like that. You're not there all the time just for learning's sake. Learning is important, and ultimately it's the intended reason, but the social aspect of it as well is equally as important. So I'm not like here being like, oh, it's wrong that they let people party in their rooms and fuck around. That's university. They're getting a university experience. And for a lot of these guys, they dropped out of college. So I'd want them to have that experience, even if it's just for 3 days. The problem arises, I think, where instead of taking it as a learning opportunity, they take it as a content opportunity. The homework Ludwig was setting for people, right? The homework they were setting was, I want you to write down a list of goals for yourself and bring them to class. And they couldn't do that. Not to be rude, and especially in this day and age where being at college, you know, it has its advantages, but it's not the be-all and end-all of getting a job. I can see why they didn't manage college. If you were unable to write down a list of goals for yourself and give them into class, bro, people were getting like shout-outs and awards and fucking spotlights for just turning up to class. I will get that if I manage to go, because I will turn up to class. I'll be like one of 2 people who will actually be turning up, man. I hated college, but I love socializing during that time. Met a lot of cool people. Well, that's kind of, not to be disrespectful, that's like a kind of fork found in kitchen statement, because it's like, I enjoyed the part where I didn't have to do work. I don't think you'll find a single motherfucker who went to uni and was like, yeah, I hated the part where I got to party and get drunk and maybe do some drugs. But I loved the part where I got to like be up until 3 AM finishing an assignment before ending. I get what you mean, but I think that's what everyone enjoys. It's like where, you know, one of the funny things I remember when I was growing up is like I'd see these ref sheets people would make. Well, it's not that I didn't like work. Okay, elaborate on this. Elaborate on this. Let's ruminate on your statement together. I didn't like what I went for originally. Ah, you didn't like the topic. Okay, different thing then. Different thing. Because there are people who go to uni who maybe don't like for work, but they're like, I have a vocation in the topic. What are we giving with Nivi is the question. You don't have live, so you kind of have to be Battleforged or Nimble. We've given you Mace Mastery. That's totally amenable. The only issue being, okay, 30 melee defense. And if we take the armor off you, I think that goes up, right? How much does it go up if we... Sorry, Nivi, this is very indecent. How much is this? 37. We buff that melee defense. I mean, this is your melee defense without the shield, mind you. If we were to do this, and then we were to buff this, your initiative, goes up to 39. That's not terrible. I say we give Nimble. We don't have Relentless. You know what I think we do? Let's give Relentless first. We keep the dodge stat, and then we go for Nimble. So let's keep this for the time being. We go for Nimble on a later level, because again, even at level 7, Nivi can kind of eat shit, unfortunately. But yeah, there was, the kind of people who were doing that shit, man. Like, I imagine as well, I imagine it was baked into the loaf time for you to go out and do your own thing. I can't imagine you were spending that much time in class. So it seems a little bit like, why are you here? And you know why they're there, it's content opportunity. Because now a very exclusive group of people are able to put live streamer university in their thing, and they're going to get flooded because it's a Kai Cenat event. People are going to go and watch Kai Cenat, and then they're going to go and watch that, right? There were some things that actually kind of concerned me a little bit about Streamer U, and it's not even related to the, I love the clip where 2 guys were bothering a lecture, so love we told them to fuck off, and they tried to fly. I want to pull up that clip, because I've been intending to bitch about Streamer University for so long, man, but I either haven't had the audience, or I haven't had the moment. Not even for like a dedicated segment. I would just want to pull that clip up because I've seen the clip you're talking about. I think we've spoken about it and it's actually so pitiful, man. Small tools and supplies for 94? Small tools and supplies for a set... hold on, no, do the bit again. Take it back. Small tools and supplies for... Try again. Small tool and fuck. Small tools and supplies for a low price? Satisfactory. There you go, that's the image. I've got it for you now. It's for fucking Patrick and SpongeBob running. HSM, he's no, don't -1 that. I know you love that fucking bit, man. You were smacking your knee and giggling, pal. That was rough. That was +1. No, that's a pity +1, so I'm not accepting that one, to be honest. That's a pity +1. I don't want your pity, pal. Who do you? I'm not a fucking charity case, man. Do you know who I am? I have almost 14,000 subscribers on YouTube.com, pal. You're not built like me. The clip. Ludwig defends Ray in a presentation. Right, yeah, thank you for linking that, because I will click on that in a second. It's actually a good moment to click on that. What was I saying? Right, content. There was one thing that genuinely worried me, and it was security. I don't like harshing this because, you know, it's America, and this is already a thing. But it's a very well-advertised event. It's being streamed. It's everywhere online. And also, there's a lot of black people there. What's gonna happen if someone turns up with a gun, right? It's America. I had to quickly follow that up because that third part took a scary direction. Some people who weren't even looking at the stream turned to their other monitor and was like, oh, is this it? Is this for LaRue? Is this where he breaks character now? Is this where we learn he's actually a really big Chivalry 2 player? I'm just, in this day and age of America being as racist as it is, I genuinely think there would have been a considerable mass shooter risk going on. And the thing that was happening on campus, the security were basically streamers that Kai Cenat knew. I'm curious if there were actual security and those were just like kind of performance for the sake of getting clips out there. But, you know, fortunately I don't think that's going to be such a big risk when they come to Europe, but I'm just kind of there thinking it's an event with a ton of black kids there who are going to be targeted potentially by racists who are going to turn up. That's what I imagine there were actual security. I'd hope so. But there is something a little bit disturbing because there was a whole thing. I imagine there's some levels of yeah, but the thing that was confusing to me was that a guy managed to sneak in. And the way he snuck in was someone, Kai Cenat, I think, gave out some opportunities to come to Streamer University based on people who had donated, and he spun a whole wheel. And a guy managed to get it, and he came in. But that wasn't the guy. It was actually someone who impersonated the guy, went into a Twitch chat to say it was him, they let him in, and he got on campus. Could you imagine if there was a bit more of a malicious reason other than, like, I think getting a PC from Kai Cenat or something? If there was more of a malicious and violent reason, like, we would be talking about Stream University with a bit more reverence right now. I'm happy to be wrong on that. Problematic rubric? Oh no. It's a very well-advertised event. It's being streamed. It's everywhere online. And also, there's a lot of black people there. Oh, no. Yeah, I have to delete this clip. That actually could be so bad. That could be so fucking bad. You don't understand how bad. I mean, that's on me. That's on me. That is so on me because I should have seen that coming, man. Like, I should have approached the bit a bit better. But that's really bad. You can't clip that. You can't clip that. I have to delete it. I'm sorry. Ban user. Banning your ass, bro. That's such a funny clip. But it's one I kind of have to get rid of. I'm sorry. We can't have a world in which that's being passed around, man. I'm sorry. I don't need to be going to a job interview and then the guy's like, so we found this clip. The rubric going to an American institution. So we found this clip. We think you're the guy for the job. This and due out, it would be over. No, it's okay. Noam has signed a sole contract that whenever someone asks about the due out role, he has to then explain it in excruciating detail. Otherwise, we ban him from the server. Yeah, let me get up the, that was so bad. No, I think based on the tone, it's so obviously out of context. I don't know, man. There is a considerable pause if you look at the VOD of like 2 to 3 seconds, so the intonation makes it sound like that's the end of the sentence. That could be really bad. Okay, let me pull up this clip real quick. Here we are. Here it is. Here's the bit. In fact, hold on. Let me pull up. Fuck it, I'm pulling up Twitter, bro, because I can probably get this clip off Twitter, right? Okay, I'll pull this up and then I'll pull up Twitter as well. Although I should... Let me quickly type in Streamer University. Media. top. Okay, let's do top. There we are. We get the clips. There we go. Alright, sorry, HSM's gonna have to pretend to be disinterested for the next 30 minutes because I want to take a look at this real quick. Let me quickly save. We're not gonna close the game. We're just gonna put this on mute for the time being. Okay. Can't believe you're deleting that. I was so proud of it. You can't believe I'm deleting the thing where it's clipped that I sound like I don't like black people. I can't believe you're deleting this clip, man. It's such a good clip. Here we are. Love it. So here's a clip that's going on. The context being, does this actually play? So the context being that he was doing something in his own class. All of the guys were streaming. I think I can full screen this, right? Lovely. And someone nearby was also streaming. And there were 2 students outside who were basically causing trouble outside the door by trying to put the cameras through and like being really loud.
Fuck. He seems like a...
How's that teaching us anything?
Y'all out. You're not going in there.
What?
I just... cringe warning. This is cringe. Not on Ludwig's part, but this is cringe. This is a real human being who did this.
Y'all going in there.
Engage with people.
Hey, y'all not going in there.
Why not?
Because you're disrespectful.
She's just flexing on us. She's showing her stats.
Flexing.
Who is
That's
y'all?
a flex.
It's
It's showing pedigree.
Spell pedigree.
P-E-D-I-G-R-E-E.
Wrong.
That's correct. You can Google it later when you're fucking at home alone.
What degree of level of education do you have?
I got 2 degrees, bachelor's.
So why are you a streamer?
Guys, what you want to do today?
I wanna.
You want to get viewers, you want to stay live, you want to make money. So go do that.
That's what we're doing.
You don't gotta do it here.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, have a good one.
Hey, just know that these Margellas have a little bit more shine than yours. That just shows like a little more spark. Good morning, Esco.
Wow.
I missed your class.
That must be his wife.
Wait, they're married?
I don't know.
Wait, was that actually his wife?
I think so.
No, we
Somebody,
gotta.
I know somebody here was married to somebody.
No, we gotta.
Ludwig, is that your wife?
Ludwig. No, it's not. That's not his wife. You're an idiot.
It's so fucking...
I don't fuck with a lot of people here.
Yeah, and dude, dude, if I ended up going to Streamer University, I'd be so pissed off, man. I think I'd have to really bite my tongue on a lot of shit because guys who are doing it's just high school. They're so fucking immature. Did you see the shit where he was like, one, I mean, there are so many things that happen here. One, she's flexing on her. She's flexing. This is the equivalent of getting mad at your university professor because he's spoken about having a doctorate. Oh, he's flexing on us, but he has a that's the whole reason for you being there. A guy who's qualified to teach you is there to teach you, and he has a doctorate as proof of the fact he can teach you. Surely you would want to go to a place where someone has like 1 million subscribers or even more, right? Because then that's a guarantee. You're at least delineating some knowledge from someone who knows what they're talking about. Now, I think we like to tell ourselves that this sort of thing is a lot more internal than it is. There's a lot of external factors. There are a lot of people probably on YouTube who make better videos than me, more consistently, who don't get nearly as much traction as I do, right? I think there's always going to be someone better. And some of the things they're probably talking about here are down to marketing and getting yourself out there, but that's not always going to help. I imagine there are people out there who market themselves more than me, and they don't do nearly as well as I do. Right? But still, at the very least, it shows that they have... I mean, literally, the class is called, what? Brand elevation beyond streaming? At least these guys have a know-how, right? I don't want to hear this from a fucking school teacher. I want to hear this from someone who has several thousand million fucking subs or whatever, right? So this guy being like, oh, she's flexing on us. Insecure as fuck, bro. Also, you're at Streamer University. At best, you have like 100 viewers a stream. You're not... The whole point of you going there is you're being taught by someone with more. The next thing that was cringe is the guy being like, spell pedigree. He had nothing to... Ludwig shut him down so well. I think everyone has said about Ludwig that he ought to be a school teacher or something, which I don't know why you'd wish that on the guy. Poor bastard. You shouldn't wish being a school teacher on someone because, like, that shit sucks, man. You can Google that later. Yeah, he got... But, like, it's not just they asked him to spell pedigree. One, he spelled it right because he's not a fucking idiot. Two, he spelled it right and then went, you're wrong. So that's a self-report and a half, bro. You can't spell pedigree. Can you spell loquacious? Can you spell fucking erudite? Could you spell verbose? These guys are fucking hooligans, man. They can't spell anything. And obviously your moral worth as a person isn't based on how well you can spell a word. But if you want to pretend if you want to pretend you're smarter than another person to be an arsehole about it, you should know how to spell pedigree. Also, they're asking, like, oh, you've got 2 bachelors and you're fucking, why are you streaming then? Bro, he makes millions in a fucking year. Because he makes tons of money off it, and he's like one of the few people who streams who's actually worth watching, man. Because he actually does shit that, like, you're either good at a game or you've got commentary, right? I think he's got both, but also the stuff he does is interesting. I like to think I've got commentary. I don't know about game skill, maybe specifically Battle Brothers. Outside of that, I don't know. But a lot of these guys just like fucking, what do they have in comparison? I don't think they have anything, man. I think they've just got hype moments and aura. I carry you in every game. That's bait. I see the fish hook dangling right there, and I'm not grabbing it. Why are you streaming, Mr. Millionaire? Have you considered that, like, being able to stream for millions of pounds a year is perhaps the best you could make it in this current economy? Why? They're just trying to be a problem. Like, going to Streamer University to show my students Battle Brothers Legends. My class at Streamer University, this is how you get out of early game in Battle Brothers. Alright, so what you want to do, escort caravan, armed courier. You want 1 polearm, bro, and you want everyone with shields and spears. And nets. Nets are really important. And on top of that, you're going to lose bros. Because you've got to think of it like trading. You're trading on the stock market. You're going to be giving away shit to get stuff in return. In order to get that legendary gear, people are going to die, man. You're going to have guys you like dying up until day 200. One word, bandits. Bandits are your bread and butter, bro. For your early game and your mid game, bandits are just your way of getting free shit. Because buying it in the economy is not designed to be fair unless you already have tons of money. You've got to be making that yourself, alright? This is a bootstraps to billions story. And boom, people are like, I want to come back to my lesson. Ziggy at the door complaining game hard. In fairness, Ziggy's complaint about it isn't totally wrong. It is a pretty hard game. Up until this save, I was kind of like, I got to the first endgame crisis and gave up. Now I'm like, there's so much more to this game past the first endgame crisis. It's actually nuts. But there are some things I disagree with Ziggy about. Especially, he has a take on Darkest Dungeon. He doesn't like it. He thinks it's too random. Skill issue. That's just, I hate to be that guy. You're just bad at the game, if that's your take on it. I'm sorry. Ludwig's cameraman said the streamers talked to him until they found out he's not a streamer, upon which they immediately walked off. Yeah, there's also, I mean, there's so many clips you can pull from it. It's also so fake, man. Like, I agree, sorry, skill issue, thank you, bro. When you stream in Darkest Dungeon 2, probably not. Darkest Dungeon 2 is run-based, not long campaign-based. Original Darkest Dungeon is long campaign. Have you seen they're actually releasing new DLC for the first Darkest Dungeon? What, bro? I'm going all in, man. He's surprisingly not doing well on Mountain Blade Warband either. I don't know how, but he lost to Forest Bear. Well, I don't play Mountain Blade. I can't weigh in on that, okay? He seemed to have really liked Menace. Menace scatters the RNG because you're basically you know how like in 40k when you're playing, you roll dice for each individual shot. Some units have additional shots. You're basically rolling en masse, like if you're playing Orcs or something. Or probably Imperial Guard or Tau, because Orc, I believe, are more melee focused, right? But I digress. Point is that Menace kind of spreads the RNG round a bit nicer. And there's a lot of units, but in actuality, you've got like 5 units on the board at any given time, because those are the ones you actually care about, the squad leads. Whereas in Battle Brothers, it's all more individual. So that means the individual rolls you're losing can hurt a bit more. It's more granular than Menace, which has a bit of a bigger scale, which I like about Menace. That said, his opinion on Darkest Dungeon, his harsher opinion on Battle Brothers, his opinion on probably XCOM as well. I don't know actually how he feels about XCOM. Maybe he likes that. I'm just saying, Ziggy, I hate to be official. I don't fuck with your video game opinions, man. I think you're just wrong. I'm sorry. Way less random than Battle Brothers. A lot of what happens is your fault. Yeah, I agree. In Darkest Dungeon, there's so many ways to be balancing out accuracy misses and such. Whereas in Battle Brothers, I mean, you've seen how many 95s we miss. But then again, that's down to, all of this is down to, like, how you're thinking about the game. Because, again, in our heads, we think 95, oh, that's basically 100%. But it's not 100%, it's 95. 95 is still 5% to miss. And if all I'm rolling is 95s because my guys are so good, I'm going to be missing 95s because those are the only roles I can miss. Those are the only roles I'm taking. So I'm even saying this to myself in terms of RNG, right? Like, there's a bit of a psychosis about it where people assume, oh, basically this and up is guaranteed to hit. And that's not how it works. Battle Brothers is also a game that's trying to make you lose guys, so you keep having to get new guys, right? It's my personal decision to save scum as much as I do. I like to think I haven't been doing it as much as maybe some other people would be doing. We've lost people and we've rolled with it, even good guys, because that's just the game. But anyway, Darkest Dungeon is nothing like Battle Brothers. It's a whole different... I'm able to play Darkest Dungeon and XCOM without save scumming. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be an elitist, but I'm sorry, you're wrong in terms of difficulty. But that's besides the point, right? Besides the point. Streamer University, there was also just like... Okay, sorry, fucking... One chud in my chat has added to the chat. Let me see. You have to save scum on Legends too, because some events literally murder you on purpose and fortune. Okay, that is fair, because... The save scumming in early game is true. I remember I started one save where we did an escort caravan quest and I got jumped by like 20 orc young. The game is designed to be unfair. I think it's trying to reinforce that the world around you is not really a game. It's actually something you have to survive in. There is something you have to... It's not built for you to advance, and I think that's meant to be a way in which it reinforces the reward of you doing well. Like, you have actually overcome a hostile world that exists to kill you, as opposed to this is a world that exists to facilitate gameplay. There's like a random event that gets you ambushed by like 60 cultists. We'd manage it. Fuck Davcol, bro. We'd manage it. You know what I would not manage? The attitude of some of the people at fucking Streamer University, man. I would not manage it whatsoever. Because it's just such... One, it's high school people. They're adults. I believe all of them are adults here. But the way they behave is like high schoolers, right? And I grew up around these people. Of course, we've all been to high school. And this was the behavior of a ton of people. They were doing the sort of antics they were doing outside of school. They were doing it in school. They were doing it outside of class. They were doing it in the corridors. This is just high school. And I think that's why it's got such a major appeal to kids. I spoke about this before briefly on a stream. I believe Merc was here or something. And it was like... You know, that's the appeal, because these are like the teenage antics you get up to, and I think there's like a vicarious enjoyment of a friend group fucking around on a weekend that you get from this stuff. And I don't think inherently it's bad, but at Streamer University, which I also think has done some good, I'm not going to sit here and say it's all bad. I'm glad we're doing another year, and hopefully they can maybe patch out some of the stuff that didn't work. But, the disrespect to like cameramen and staff that are there. Let me actually, hold on. Let me just quickly hide this so I can switch tab. Because there were some videos I saw that genuinely just made me go like... It put into context why people did not... The janitors and the cafeteria staff at my high school did not like most students. And yet when I went up to them and I said my pleas and my thank yous, they like smiled at me like I'd given them £1,000 fucking pounds, man. It puts it into such context. Because these guys were just so fucking... horrible, man. Oh my god. Hold on a second. For a heart-stopping moment, I thought fucking Northern Lion was there. Northern Lion would have killed himself live on camera if he had to be there, man. He's almost a middle-aged man. He's not built for it anymore, bro. Suburb Baby is one of the small streamers that blew up during Streamer University. Apparently this guy was botting. I don't know how true that is. Student, as I got very emotional after she accidentally showed her. Oh my god. Okay, well, we don't need to see that. You've just... Phantom? So yeah, they had Phantom tax on security. And there's clips of them like all dancing around and shit. The idea of overcoming a game that doesn't build to guide you reminds me of some Kenshi and RimWorld, where Kenshi takes time to build up and RimWorld tries to generate a story. Yeah, these are meant to be hostile environments, right? Why do they keep showing this clip? There was some... Oh, there was an old lady who went there? That's nice. Oh, this was funny. Phantom looked chill as fuck, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't have an issue with Phantom. This is what I was saying, though. This is why I think security might have been, like, an additional act. Because the security were live streaming. Phantom, there was a guy who was dancing as Michael Jackson. They were streaming the security office themselves. It was part of the PR, right? But on top of that, there has to have been actual security, right? These guys just seem like stage actors. Because imagine if there was, like, an active shooter and these were the guys who had to respond. There's no way you're giving Phantom Tax a fucking gun, man. Okay, I'm not...
I see how you got the job.
You seen it? I'm a new.
Yeah.
We're part of the fraternity.
Hey, you know what? He told me Sketch had a reason for what he did to you.
I have not talked to Sketch.
No, but you're not upholding SU culture properly.
And this
Okay,
is
so
the-
they made a
This is the
reason.
frat leader. We have to
The way he
understand.
speaks is funny. You are not upholding university culture properly. He speaks in such a delicate way. Reality being a small stream at Stream University. This is so cringe. I think there are nice parts to it, but there are some things I cringe at. Oh, for instance, this clip. Oh, is this it? Is this the thing?
Did anyone here not put down their goals?
Let me turn up volume.
My genuine advice at this point, and I do not say this with malice in my heart, you should probably quit streaming. I do not think you
Like, did you hear the person in the back? Oh, that's wrong. You're here to fucking learn, man. Can you shut the fuck up? Even if you don't agree, just shut the fuck up and listen to what he's saying. If this is the high school mentality of they need to fight the teacher all the time, as opposed to just you sit down and you listen. That's so wrong. Ban this fucking guy from my chat, bro.
are cut out for what it takes to be a full-time streamer.
Also, I'm sorry, this is so true. If you could not write down your goals of what you wanted to do for streaming, fucking quit. You can't do that much work, man. Come on,
if
bro.
you are not willing to put the work in right now to do such simple things as laying out the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. My life is awesome. But if you don't care for your own life and your own success, then who can? Who
HSM game just chatting. That's kind of true, to be honest. I need stream mods, man. I didn't fail you. You just failed to educate me. And those kind of motherfuckers, like, sometimes some teachers are bad, okay? And I was in the top sets for classes. I wasn't in the bottom sets. I don't know how it is down there where some people really needed the help and maybe they didn't get it. But I will say, you had some motherfuckers, and it's these kinds of people who would turn up to university. They'd blow all of their student tuition in the first fucking week of freshers. All they do would be drinking, drugging, and sleeping through the day, not doing anything, right? And that's fair enough. But then they'd flunk an assignment, and then they'd appeal it. And then it'd be like, oh, it wasn't my fault, you didn't do this and this and this. And it's like, take some fucking initiative, man. Take some ownership. You fucked around. Don't appeal just because you're like, oh, fuck, my dad's gonna kick my ass. That's the risk you took when you spent all your time not learning, man. Also, I've arranged this. No, not terribly. The chats aren't really overlaying, that's fine. You should hire HSM to moderate. He's built like that bodyguard in the pool. The funny thing about that clip is that I think because the bitrate, the way bitrate works, at least from what I remember when I was streaming off Xbox, it really struggles in the dark, you can tell. And because, like, so when he's moving by and he's so big, it's pixelating all around him like he's a fucking EMP, bro. It's struggling to, like, get the details on him, man. It was hilarious. It was actively reducing the quality of the stream when he walked by.
is supposed to? All right? Prove me wrong. I would love to see it in 3 years. If you didn't write this, maybe you're watching online, you didn't write the goals down, even though I told you to do it. I told you to put down who your goats were, what your goals were, think about your schedule. If you didn't do any of that, then you probably won't want to spark stream.
I mean, that's just true, man. And I hate that there are people sitting there who are like, oh, it's a streaming opportunity to fight the streamer. It's like, just, could you... Radical suggestion. Could you shut the fuck up? Could you just be quiet for like 5 seconds, man? Your chat will be fine if you don't talk. I know this is coming from me, and I'm talking basically all the time. Your chat will be fine if you're not talking for 5 seconds. They will be fine, okay? And even if they click off for someone else to stream because you're not talking for 5 seconds. I know this is coming from me, 10 viewer Andy. Probably even less. But, like, you probably don't want them in your stream if these are people who will only be around if you're constantly filling the air with bullshit, man. I'm just saying. Okay, don't care about this. This is... I don't know what this is. That sounds kind of horrible. Kai Cenat just stopped the diss track and people have been dissing him over not getting to Stream University. Okay, don't care. He's talking about adding that he could just return to his old job being a package handler at FedEx if streaming doesn't work out. That's a shame. Make it through the event.
Mother life off camera. People literally was crying in my arms. Like people literally cried in my arms saying, Tyler, if it wasn't for you, I would have
2025? Oh fuck, what? 2020 there was Streamer University in 2025? May 2025. Bro, who's here for this shit? Here you go. The name's at Plaque Boy Max. I find this. Is that the? Am I wrong? Is that the correct way to spell plaque, or is that not the thing that you get on your teeth, or is that spelled differently? Is plaque PLACK for what's on your teeth? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's correct. Maybe I'm wrong. I was talking to guys. I was talking about guys who doesn't know how to spell pedigree. I don't know how to spell plaque. Maybe I need to fucking go to Streamer U. Walked off after Silky kept trolling him about the OJ situation that happened. And then looks like some of the best moments. I'm sure they were there. I'm not really trying to focus on that. Okay, 2025? I didn't even know this happened in 2025. Made a song in response to Plaque Boy Max where he disrespected him at... Okay, I'm not here for the fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum fucking discourse, bro. I'm trying to see the clips, man.
Haley, bro. That ass, gang.
Here you go.
Watch this. Bet.
Yo, go home.
Yo, watch out, bro.
Yo, go home.
Again, this is shit people were doing in high school, bro. It doesn't surprise me at all that, like... It's just, it's a diluted form of drama, right? You're watching for drama, you're watching for gossip. It's why stuff like, Jake Paul and KSI fake beefing or something was so popular, right? Because the audiences who watch them were like, oh my god, people I like are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Go home.
Yo, watch out, bro. Shut the fuck out, you bitch. Bitch, suck my dick. You know where I'm at. Suck my dick. You can't hold it. Too much to hold in.
Yeah.
This is so, bro. Just embarrassing, man. 27. What the fuck? Paige was visibly I mean, I'm not laughing at this. It's a horrible thing. I'm just like, this is also what I'm thinking, right? Stop doom scrolling. Why are we going through Twitter, oh almighty rubric? Oh, fuck, I didn't change my category, did I? I said I would, and then I got distracted by chat, man. I mean, I want to go back to the game, but I'm just so enthralled with looking at this. Why are we going? Because I'm looking at Streamer U, and Noam spoke to me about Streamer University, and now I wanna scroll clips of it. Stream University still accepting. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, people who like have one viewer got in. I could totally... I mean, is it specifically for streaming? I imagine that's the case, right? Because I'm also thinking there's like a YouTube overlap. If I got the opportunity, I'd submit. I doubt I'd get in. But if I got in, I would go, man. It depends where in Europe. If it's in the UK, then there's no issue. If it's in, like, Germany or something, then obviously there'd be a bit more an arrangement, but... This is America? Yeah, okay, one... Yeah, dickhead, I know, but they're going to do it in Europe next year. Guy trying to fucking tell me when I'm wrong, but then he's gonna be like, oh, it was bait. Me being a fucking idiot on stream, it was actually bait. Shut up, HSM. Also, how does this work? A brand deal on stream? If you're in there, I hope to see you in half these vids. Yeah, I'd be there causing a fight. Suck my dick. I'd be hitting him with the fucking, you know, like in the old time where like they're the fucking, come at me, villain. I'd be doing that shit, man. I really hope I would not be in half of these vids. I should change. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for. I should change the category, man, because I could be doing this for a while. I'll call it some clickbait shit like the Stream University critique stream. Just chatting. Knuckle boxing? No, like the shit where they're doing this, bro. Maybe that was the knuckle boxing, but like this is how I'd be doing. Okay, that's 2025. I don't know why it's sorting me clips from 2025, man. For fuck's sake, hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull up 2020. There's some 2026 stuff here. I don't know how sponsorships work though, right? More than 1 million people applied to Kaisernet Stream University, but only 120 got in. Something tells me I would not get in, but there's no harm in trying, man. Okay, hold on. Let me see this shit. Let me see this clip.
Nina! No, whoa.
Why?
Get the fuck off my fucking desk. Get off my desk.
Okay.
Get off my desk.
Okay, I will.
Nina.
I will. I gotta get for you
None
though.
of that bad shit.
You always got a dream
No,
big.
no,
Of
no.
course you do. Of course. That's why I should still do it. But I don't think there's a cost to doing it.
No fighting this year. No goddamn
I'm
throwing
not.
shit. Listen, I like
I
your
promise,
outfit though.
on my life.
What you got for me?
I got a song for you. Give me a second. Be ready.
This is a cool as fuck setup, bro. That you could just see everyone's streams like that.
What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry. Technical issue. Hold on, give me a second. Wait, I gotta find a chair.
Don't do what I think you're gonna do, please. Are you...
Wait, hold on.
Fucking, I'm not watching that anymore, man. I'm alright. I'm sure she busts it down fucking homosexual style, whatever the fuck. Hood Mr. Beast gave Kaisenat $10,000 to give to a random streamer with a sticky note under their church stream university. They flew in someone from Nigeria. That's cool as fuck. Hydrate, thank you. Evil Hydrate. Okay, this is also... Come on, man. I don't know the full situation, bro, but, like... I know it's a big opportunity for people. But you can't be being this much of a sore loser, man. It was 1 million people applied, and they picked 120. Come on. What is this? Oh, that was the clip where she was complaining. Fair enough. 2025, August 4th. You didn't shower for 5 days and had the dirtiest dorm? What even is Streamer University? Hello, Male Glazer. Streamer University is an event that was run by Kaisenat to try and elevate the online standing of 120 people that were picked from 1 million submissions, in which they'd attend for 5 days at a university that they'd rented out. Apparently, they spent quite a lot of money to rent it all out, including the accommodation and the campus itself, as well as the facilities. And it ended up being very amusing, but also rather silly, because people did not turn up to do the stuff they were meant to do. Which, again, is part of university, in fairness. But on top of that, I'm trying to see if there were clips of people, like... I'm guessing there's a lot of clips of people just talking about their experiences afterwards, which is why I'm not seeing the clips anymore, because the time... What the fuck is this? Fucking Jimmy here, what the fuck, man? This was the... Look, you see the bitrate, like, distorting around him, man. So huge waste of time for everyone involved? No, and I think that is a short fucking skirt, man. Okay, testing fate with that one. No, this is the thing as well that I worry about, and it's totally fine if that's your opinion, right? But we're entering the marketplace of ideas, so I'm trying to engage with you in good faith. The thing that I dislike about that is there was some good. There was a lot of, what is this stream? Bro, can I scroll by someone who isn't just flashing their tits, please? Okay, here we are. We'll pause on this. There we go. Fine. What I'm trying to say is that there was a lot of good opportunities that were given to people who otherwise were struggling to be noticed. A lot of them were black people, which I think is very uplifting to see that there was a big event for a lot of black people going on that meant they were managing to further themselves in online media creation. A lot of people got to go and do it, and I believe they got paid. Asmongold banned from Twitch over Suitor migrant comments. He'll be back, bro. He'll be back. He said worse. You kidding? He'll be back. I don't believe it for a fucking second. And if he's not back, he's going to Kick, and I think he already is on Kick, so what does it matter? A lot of highly sexualized women on the feed. Yeah, and also I've seen a couple of things that people were talking about, like, inappropriate touching of women, which doesn't necessarily surprise me for an event like this. Okay, we're starting to get to some of the clips, man. We're starting to get to some of the clips, I remember. What the fuck?
Okay. My wrist, nigga. Fuck. The book is that, Finna? Curfew. Everybody back up. Curfew, dogs.
Why is he drenched? He's looking like that fucking... He's looking like that fucking British guy. That, you know, the... Is this a joke? I've got no leg! You know, that guy who just fucking looks disgusting and all he does is cry? He's doing new videos as well. He keeps going, man. His eyes look horrible when he's crying, man. It was even talking about it's making my eyes feel fucking weird. Kaisnet's facing backlash after charging small streamers 15,000. Okay, this is misinformation. This is misinformation. I was about to say, that ain't right, man. They're free. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. Some good things have happened with this, okay? People have got brand deals, they've learned how to do stuff, and they've had fulfilling opportunities. A lot of these guys, I imagine, didn't go to college, right? I don't think it was a waste of time. I think some people threw aside meaningful opportunities they could have had, and they were quite disrespectful, and a lot of them are immature children. But it doesn't mean that it was a waste of time. I'm actually happy they're doing another one. Not just because I might get an opportunity to go to it, purely because I think it's worthwhile. Neon explains why he didn't go. This guy, okay, one, he didn't go because he's a Kick streamer, okay? He streams on Kick. Two, he's a fucking wrong'un. He's the biggest weasel in existence, man. He's like brown-nosing everyone. Three, there's a whole clip of him where he was threatening to like sexually assault a 10-year-old. And then his apology for it was not an apology. He was there glazing the fact he had like 10,000 people. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure he view bots. Which is obviously not as bad as the third one, but just a horrible guy. Like, he's a fucking spineless guy, man. It's no wonder he didn't get invited to Stream University. Although there's plenty of spineless people there, so maybe that's not really an indication of anything. Okay, I'm really not... It's just been flooded with random shit. That's funny as fuck. Someone just robbed his room. There were so many... I'm almost mad, man. I've waited too long. There were so many clips I could have spoken about, and they're all gone. And okay, this is nice. Coolest experience I've had. People enjoyed it. It was a good time. Bit is over. I think the... Whoa, no, the bit is back. You kidding? I think... guys, I might have to turn off the stream. I might have to turn off the stream. Okay, well now it's... I wasn't saying it for that one. I was saying it for the big guy shaking his ass. Potential hall monitor. Let's get it. Let's stop. Can we stop with the clip of her accidentally showing off vagina, man? I don't need to see that. I think it's done. I think, oh my, it's just all thirst traps, man. Is this for state of stream? Oh my, I mean, like, they're also just attractive women. Like, it's not their fault, but like, fuck. It's over delicious. There's not even drama. It was just compelling clips that like showed my point. And there's like people trying to farm drama out of it as well. I don't know how true it is. I think it's over. I think it's... What's this? Like, all of this is just miscellaneous stuff I don't think most people care about. There was a clip of a woman who attended who was, like, speaking in an insufferable uwu speak the whole time. And, like, every time people tried to interact with her, tried to find the clip where they pushed a guy off his wheelchair and then pulled on his injured leg. Well, that's in the Discord. I'll be able to pull that one up. But that's a pretty bad one. And then what pissed me off is the girl who did it came back to the guy who, like, had his leg pulled on, right? His leg yanked on his broken leg, who also was asked to get out of his wheelchair for God knows what reason. And then she's like, can you tell your chat to stop hate farming me? Fucking socially and... Oh, we have to stop. No, we have to stop. We're going back to playing the game. We have to stop. They're just all, like... Bro, is this it? They're just all naked women, man. I don't want to be sitting here in my stream and it just looks like I'm just, like, trying to get closer looks at, like, the scantily clad women. That's not what I'm trying to do, man. Stream University is actually just an OnlyFans club. Well, that's for... Hold on. That's the difficult part, right? Because on one hand, we live in a society... Why so serious? I start fucking beatboxing. No, we live in a society in which women are typically only valued at these sort of rungs for their sexual power, right? For being attractive and sexy and everything. I mean, that explains why so many of the clips of the women are like this. But on the other side, I don't know why then we vilify women for taking that sexual power into their own hands for their own, you know, gain. They ought to, if that's all they're being valued for, and obviously they shouldn't. But typically in streamer spaces, especially like, you know, the younger generation, or even my generation, who typically are dominated by pretty sexist ideals, it doesn't surprise me that in order to get clicks from men, this is how you have to be. You have to be, and again, I'm not saying all women are, because that's a dangerous thing to be like, oh, basically, if you're a woman on Twitch, then that's all you're doing. And also, women are allowed to look pretty and feel pretty, and that's not necessarily for that purpose. But, you know, it's difficult. I'm not just gonna be like, it's just an OnlyFans club because all these women are dressing the way they want to dress, because also, if that's for personal gain, they ought to, you know? It shouldn't just be because I find it hot. But on top of that, like, it is also, it does illustrate the compelling trend for women. What do you mean a problem isn't just black and white? My bad, bro, I forgot we're on the internet. No, kill them! Kill all of them, man! Also, my audio is off. So I'm a bit disappointed. There were so many clips I saw. There was a clip of a guy that I could pull them up from Serious Forum probably, but I have to go back like 2 weeks or something. There was a clip of a guy. It was the guy who in class got outed for having one of his YouTube videos be I played Fortnite with a transgender, and then he's in a room with another guy who's here, and the guy he's with basically did tech support for tons of people, and he comes over and he rubs the head of the guy, and then they get in a fist fight over it. And the guy who did the tech support, like, fucking restrained him, and he got him down. He said, don't do that. And some people thought that was ridiculous. But I also kind of understood it, man. Because if we're going off a mentality that... Oh my god, where's the light gone? Fuck. If we're going off a mentality that, like, it's immature high schoolers, doing something like this is basically like a good boy gesture. And not in the way you know, because you're on a different part of the internet. In the way of being like, you're my bitch. So I kind of get it. And also, he's been doing tech support for everyone. And that's how he's being treated by someone he was probably doing tech support for at the time. I kind of get it. I don't know if I would have crashed out like that, because it's probably not... You probably shouldn't tackle someone over touching your head. But at the same time, I kind of get it. And the guy he did it to is also really fucking annoying and a weasel, so I'm not really gonna... I'm not gonna wring my hands about it. Winter King. How many fucking Winter Kings do they have, man? HSM's like, oh, thank God that he stopped talking. My inept social skills aren't being shown as terribly on display. I can now return to just watching him play a video game that I don't play because he's better at it than me. And the fucked up part of that, HSM, is that's true. Everything I just said is all completely true. And now you're typing on your keyboard Schaufern, as you fucking call it. He types okay. I don't give a fuck. And he's in my stream now. No one, what you've just witnessed, everyone in chat, what you've just witnessed is a domination of an ideological level. If he was the head back in the good old days when like individuals were like heads of their own ideological sects, everyone would be abandoning his and joining mine. Now instead they just go +2 in chat and then they don't do anything else. They don't even +2 in chat, man. They just sit there and listen to me rant and rave. I have clout. Explain your clout, man. I just stare. Male glazer, more like male gazer, bro. I'm waxing philosophical up in this shit. We're gonna salvage, and then we're gonna do another quest. Frenchie is my clout. I don't know if you could say that anymore. I don't know. I actually don't know if you could say that anymore, buddy. You can't say that anymore, pal. You actually can't fucking say that anymore. Because there's a situation ongoing in which that's not true. And I laugh because it's just so morbid. Am I allowed to talk about it, HSM, or is it better that... I know I'm asking you. Could you, like, check... Just, like, I'm not gonna, like, do a whole bit. Just, like, offhandedly if I can remark about it or not. Could you, like, check with Lisande if that's okay? What? You said Frenchie is my clout, right? But we both know that's not true anymore. Yeah? It's okay. Have you checked Lisande, though? Because I don't want to be doing this and then, like, I've fucked whatever's going on in the background type shit. You know that H&M, like the brand? Fuck it. Oh, no, you're right. Okay, it's a joke at HSM's expense. I actually like that. You're correct. It is like the brand. Where are we going? Grafenhain, 2 days. Where's Grafenhain? Me when I expect you to do ludicrous shit for no pay. They are the source of my clout. How are they possibly the source? Isn't your clout that you spent £300 on Ad Mortem Kickstarter? I thought that's meant to be your clout. What clout do you have? Your clout is that you're meant to be in my stream Moderating my chat daily. Do not bring that up. I have to, man. And I'm not even doing it to be rude, okay? You have now cashed in on I need to I need to check. I need to check. I need to check right now, man. Where is Lisa? Sorry, I'm calling my supervisor. Just 1 second. I'm just trying to check. Trying to check if it's okay for me to do this or if I'm gonna be in trouble. Are they in Shiv right now? Or she in Shiv rather? I'm terrible for vemming people at random. Who pinged me in my fucking Discord? Is he? Anyway, I'll move on from it. But yeah, you've wasted 300 euros, buddy. That game's not coming up. But I hate to say it, but that game's not coming out, pal. And if it is coming out, people are going back to Chivalry. Bro. And listen, if I don't say it, you have to contend with a reality that is it's gonna happen anyway. So don't blame me for this shit. I will put 1k into Deadlock. Nah, you're cursed, man. You do that, and then Yoshi's gonna drop dead and die, and then it's gonna get acquired by Ubisoft. And then they're gonna put NFTs and that shit. You ought to just leave it alone, man. I don't think you're built for this. you're not built for these streets, man. Valve could buy Ubisoft 50 times. I don't know why they would, to be honest, because it's a fucking disgrace of a company. It's one of the biggest disgraces to the industry. I hate Ubisoft, genuinely. So creatively cynical and so money-minded in a way that, like, kind of is almost a bit sickening for even a company to be doing. Return item. What's this worth to you? I would love to do a variety of noble quests, but these guys want me to do the Winter King and get fucking killed. They made Rayman? Yeah, they used to make good games, bro. Once upon a time, they used to make good games. Now they say shit like, what if Splinter Cell was a battle royale? And then they give up on it because no one wants their fuck-ass NFTs that would come with it. Do the smuggle items, bro, Tato? It's a 1 skull quest and I lose renown for it. That's not... 9 thieves. A few robber barons. Legendary gear. Oh, shit. This might be our time. This might be our fucking time. Do we all have nets? We need nets. Huge, bro. We have to engage all of them. They can't run from us. Don't engage at night. Don't engage at night. Perfect. Who are we looking at? A few robber barons. Okay, there's 2. Murderous faux fella. Aznar the pickpockets Bardiche. 2 polearms? Kind of wanted something else, but we can roll with it. We will let them engage us. The master archers are going to be the problems, though. Oh, we have 1 master archer. And these are brigand raiders. 2 bandit veterans and 3 raiders. Does he have legendary hunters camp? No. He has a feather on his head. It's not a legendary hunter's cap. He has a great protector head. These guys both probably have legendary helmets, I think, because he's got another acorn helm. So I'm thinking that's the case. Ha! When you're within the same postcode of Fear the Squirrels. It's over for you, brethren. Did I change my category, by the way? Bros, I'm still in just chatting. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm chatting, I mean, in fairness, every stream with me is just chatting. But I'm just chatting on a different level right now. 18 viewers? They struggle without me, bro. Try and nudge forward. Just Battle Brothers? That's a +2, I'd say. That's a damn good fucking sentence. Nice. Damn, I missed the Yap session. You did! You missed the fucking Streamer University. Not crash out, but just kind of like a overall summary. Did you get my DM? I just just, it was not meant to be a dedicated thing. It was purely just like off. Yes. Is that okay? It was very enjoyable. I'm glad it's okay. He wanted to make fun of me. I did, because HSM was like, Frenchie is my clout. And I'm like, that's not even true anymore, Brotato. I'm sorry, man. Brosif, I'm sorry. That's just not true. Read my response? Okay, come. Okay. Talking about my 300 euros, and you're not getting it back, bro. Mad Mortem still hasn't got a fucking alpha, pal. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit talk, man. I hope everything goes well. And I mean no fucking disrespect to the people who have worked on it. But it's not looking too hot, man. I hope it keels over and dies. Oh, listen, you can say that. I'm not really... Oh, he's got high ground as well. That's scary. We have to shoot him. We have to shoot this guy. This guy can be netted, though. Why am I doing duelist on a turn I'm not about to play? Guy's so upset with the state of Ad Mortem. He's gonna shit and piss and forget what he's doing in the video game. That's a 90. Why am I getting mad? Become parched. Keep shooting this guy. Or you could miss an 85. I mean, I didn't consider that as an option, really. Pipsqueak letting me down. Rare, but it does happen. Shield out. Baffled. I don't want to engage this guy in fucking 2 tiles and he's on a hill. He's already got 112 melee skill. I'm kind of scared of Brody getting involved as well. But we need to dent the armor. Yikes. Counter snipe. Okay, he's had to get down. That's good. And he hasn't got enough to... What are you rolling? He's rolling 78s on Gubfried, bro. HSM, you gotta get in there, man. Get Gubfried out of there. Okay, now we got them enveloped. Look at this shit. They're not escaping. Net this guy. Shield out. Wait a turn. Get our armor guys in. Who do we have for this? Sig can handle it. Sig can go in. Step back, Dom Furpo. This guy's body armor is almost totally gone, I think. Oh, did you do a hydrate? Didn't do, sorry. That guy's so close to dead. He's got 9 lives, is the only worry. I don't want to shoot Sig in the back. If I step forward and shoot, what is it? 3 AP, 2 AP to step forward, 3 to fire, 2 to step back. Okay. He's staggered, so he's not going to be taking his go. Now this guy, I'm scared. Okay, he hit Nivi and then he broke out. We can manage that. Trying to stun HSM, are we? Well, well, well. Got one. Lovely. That's one down. Armor secured. We can't get up there in one turn. Fuck. We got to encircle him. Step back. Agent, you just can't hit anything. You're a pretty bad... where it counts, you're a pretty bad pole arm, bro. Switch out. Oh, what do you mean? Because you have one less AP. Fuck. And then let HSM step in, I guess. Chance to hit. 23. Oh, but you get the decapitation, bro. Alright. Yeah, this battle's as good as one now. Their two best guys are gone. Total misplay. These guys are shit. Little cheap for 2 robber barons as a quest. But I'm not complaining. What's there to complain about when I win? And he bled to death. Classic. Get cleaved. Shot Nivy in the back. I have to stop doing this with crossbows. It always ends with me just shooting them in the back. Yeah, you're dead. Bye-bye. Easy as fuck, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got? Yeah, all their legendaries. You'd love to fucking see. We have the Venerable Stalwartness. We have the Dragon's Dome. 55 to 85, 67 to 90. Chance to hit head plus 17, chance to hit head plus 18. Pretty good pole arms. A worthwhile endeavor. Got some injuries I have to take care of, but nonetheless, we're at a point where just everything I get, I basically recycle. I don't need half of it. Repair this. Oh, and with a sturdy madman's unitatis. Don't even know what the fuck that means. It sounds cool. Sturdy madman's unitatis. I give this to you? I mean, you look a bit like a smiley face, but I mean, I think we can change. I think we can change what like color it is, right? Should be. It's a legendary item. Usually you can change it. Where the HSM is. No, you can't. Okay, it's a set color. It is a better mask for you, I believe, though. You get that for 49 armor with just -2 fatigue, as opposed to your Hound Skull -6 fatigue for 65. That is way better. That's a damn good deal, man. 71, 79. Take this Hound Skull. Kind of clips out a little bit from the helmet. That's fine. In fact, get rid of a Hound Skull. We have some legendary shit to get rid of. Well, not get rid of, to use. I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to turn up an opportunity to make good use of this kit. You can change the helmet. I think we can change the shade of it. Don't think it's going to change the... Yeah, just the shade. We're kind of at a good shade already, like around this. There's no gold. So this is the best we're going to get, I believe. $400 days in this campaign. Missing quite a few people. We still got a lot here. Venerable Stalwartness 134 for 5 fatigue. Versus this, which is -9 for 160. I mean, that makes sense in terms of the maths. That's changing that. Don Ferber, do you have a legendary helmet? You have a hardened Nordic helmet. Let's give you this. You now are also an acorn helmet, man. Great protector. Great protector. 50. 69 minus. Ooh. I mean, the drip. It's just it comes at cost of a drip. This looks pretty damn good on you. For Sig, maybe Sig's not that valuable. I mean, Sig is valuable, but in terms of our wider unit, I'm not really too concerned. Anyway, Lisond, what were, oh, Monty, sorry, what were you up to? Actually, which do I call you on stream now? Because I believe now you're a bit more open about that sort of thing. Can I have that one? You want this? I think this gives you greater 69. Trans rights, thank you very much, Lambda. Never mind. It doesn't appear, I wish you could flick it down. But this is better for you. I mean, you do better as well in terms of armor. That means your Battle Forge is now 65. Yeah, I guess I need to change my Twitch account name too. Take the mask, yeah. Oh, this works better for you. This is actually better than this one. This one, I think we could actually give to Gubfried. Weight 6, 10. Your nimble... We have Relentless, right? Yes, we do. So your nimble stat, 1% higher. Yeah, that's totally manageable. So Gubfried's now looking pretty damn good. It's not as color coordinated. It's a little chaotic now, but I'm happy to work with that. Nivi, take this mask. Oh, we given you this mask, hadn't we, originally? Oh, that works. Is that only -1? Yes, that's good. For 20 value, we'll take it. You're like a medium armor person. Do you have live? No. That would be nice for you to have. Legendary pole arms. 60 to 80. 67 to 90. Basically, the improved stats. Actually, no. This has less ignoring armor and less damage to armor. That's quite significant. It's a whole 30%. For you, potentially, I mean, what are we doing with this? 133. This might be... Is this better? 60 to 80. 55 to 85. So there's a larger range. It's not necessarily there's less damage. 43% of damage ignores armor compared to the 41. But only 140%. Tricky. Tricky indeed. Le Rubric. That's me. You're in the right place. It would be so funny if I went to stream EU. I actually don't know what I would do. Part of me wants to, like, actually attend the courses and do the day properly. Because, like, everyone's gonna be, like, running off doing their own shit, right? So maybe it would be interesting to actually get an insight into what's actually meant to happen. And also, I wouldn't be going around disrespecting the staff and the cameraman. I wouldn't be that horrible. I don't want to over-represent, though, because that might not be for all people that's happened. Don Ferber has the crown, because he's the fucking king. I think that should be everything. If we then go to healing, very quickly. One of the Fletcher guys. Healing. Camp up. I can't wait to make a video on this, but, like, I have to really put in time. For this month's video, I think I've just got to go to Super Battle Golf. It could be a short one. I've made short videos before. I think it could work. Imagine you had a bounty table. Bro, if my name... Oh, man. If there was a guy out there called Bounty Table, he'd be so happy with how you're sucking his dick right now, bro. He'd be like, oh, for completely free! So kind of you to be helping out people that way, HSM, bro. And you know what? That doesn't even make sense. I'll explain the joke. So there's a guy called Bounty Table. His name is Bounty Table. His parents were, I believe, obsessed with inanimate objects. I believe they're called Kettle and Pot, probably. Don't tell me they're coming for me. Don't. They better not be coming for me. Oh my god, they're not coming for me. Okay, but why are they all up here, bro? They felt like, we don't like this bit. Stop fucking talking. No, I'm trying to explain that if there was a guy called Bounty Board or Bounty Table, whatever his name is, right? You would be sucking his penis because you keep going on about this. And I imagine it has merit. It's not what I need right now. What? You're pretending, man. But I won't fall for it. I won't fall for your lies. Question mark. Lisond, could you DM HSM really horrible messages? I can't do it right now. I'm preoccupied streaming to like 2 people. Thank you. I've now made you an expendable in my war against the Austrians. Could you please go and be horrible to him in his chat? Thank you. I need, you know what, that does remind me, in his chat, in his DM I meant, but that reminded me, man, like, HSM would be a good streamer. I need fucking streamer friends, bro. Even though I'm kind of like a one-man army in that case, I like to stream for myself. But, like, for instance, Benny Squid X, the man who started it all, he was the reason I got into streaming, and guess what, he doesn't stream anymore, man. He basically never streams. It's okay, I DM'd him the Tapeworm YouTube short, he suffered enough. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's forlorn knowledge, man. You can't be doing that, man. If people want context, and you really shouldn't want the context. There was basically a sex worker who was streaming, and I believe if that was correct, he was offered a very large sum of money, but there was some prep work, and he asked, "Oh, okay, what's the prep work?" And the guy said, "I need you to ingest a tapeworm so that I can suck it out of your asshole, because that's my fetish." Don't yuck another man's yum, man, okay? Don't kink shame, bro. He just wants someone to get a fucking parasite in their stomach for his sexual pleasure. That's not as bad as the guy who's like, Lisond and HSM showed me. That's not as bad. Actually, you know what? We'll make it official, okay? There you go. It's changed now. That's not as bad as the guy that Lisond and HSM showed me one time in Reddit. There was a guy who was in an Arc Raiders Reddit, and he was going like, "Oh, I can't believe these people who PvP. It's meant to be a PvE game." But if you looked at his account, he was on a very specific board for a fetish, and that fetish is that you get off to giving other people HIV. Which I find rather amusing, the disparity between, I don't think it's morally okay to be killing people in a video game where you can kill each other, but, you know, to each their own. I like just giving people HIV because it's my fetish. Just, you know, just saying. Just saying. That's an amusing dichotomy there. How many crowns are we talking about? 870? I pay that out per day, pal. Are you kidding? Armed courier? You gonna pay me something that's actually worthwhile? If only there was like another set of clan houses I could go to for quests. That would be awesome. It would be so awesome if they weren't like just really... It's also awesome if I could leave this fuck-ass continent, man. I can't leave. They've taken my passports, man. I'm trapped on this fuck-ass continent. Top right? Bro, how much money is it going to cost to get down there, man? We pay $6.25 a day. It's going to be like 4 days, probably, to get down there. And even then, these guys hate me as well. They all hate me. They all hate me down here. There's actually no hope. What's your rep right now? Threatening. Hostile. Neutral, neutral. Threatening. These guys don't fuck with me. The city-states don't mind me because I haven't waged war against them. I fear we're stuck. I don't know how this is going to be resolved. All the quests I'm getting are really bad. And these two... I mean, this isn't a city, so this might have some other quests. I can't even come to Grottenholm. Our only way forward is traveling that way. But we're gonna get... Ugh. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Unless there's a secret path through the south. That's possible. We can give that a try. Let me save right now, and then we'll explore down here. Because if there is a secret path through this way, then we're golden. These military companies, they don't want to mess with me. We could... There actually might be a crossing. Do you see that? There might be a crossing down. This is such a fuck-ass seed, man. This seed sucks. So the fact we've done so well in spite of it. At least there's more natural land crossings. On the other save, I just have to take boats. If I don't... Okay, come on. Do me a solid here. Don't get me ambushed or anything. Just help me out. Please tell me there's another island. Is there more land left? There's hope. There's hope. Please. Please. No. No! So close, but so fucking far, man. We might have to go up through the right side. We gotta go on our own odyssey here. And yes, hooray, I get to lose. Alright, it's changed. Like a caterpillar shedding their shell, you emerge as the humble butterfly. Welcome, Lisand, welcome. Welcome to your new life as a La Rubric Twitch chatter. How does it feel? I put the spotlight on you now. I've made it awkward as fuck. Barbarians! That's quite the welcome. Listen, man, people usually pay me for that shit on Fiverr. You should be thankful. We're not gonna get legendary stuff from these guys. Who cares? I mean, we get experience, but we have to just... How long is this gonna last me for? 3 more days. Okay. We have to keep moving. I appreciate it. You're very welcome. You know what I don't appreciate, Lusond? The absence of public transport in fucking northern England, bro, where this game takes place. In Keir Britain, northerners are lined up and shot, man. Are you guys... You better not be chasing me. For a moment, I think they were chasing me. 13 of them versus 21 armed opponents. I don't know if that's going to go as well as you think it's going to go. Let's play. I don't have time for this, Lean Slayer. You and your fucking gambling. Go back to Counter-Strike cases or whatever. Is Kier a goon or not? He supports Arsenal, so yes, he is a gooner. Because that is actually the term before the internet ruined it. That is, in fact, a term. Alright, we need everyone on hunting. Camp. Camp through the night. Get us some food. If we can just get 19 food right off the bat. We just need to get enough food to get by. If we can hit some camps on the way, I'd appreciate that, but... Fucking hell, 7 hours to hunt a crab. Okay. Because I'm kind of tempted to go over here real quick, grinding knife camp, because there could be some legendary... Apparently this we don't want to go to either. Apparently we're going to get... I mean... What's that fucking gif of Tony Stark looking at Captain America when it turns out to be Charlie Kirk? That's what I just did right there. I'm kind of tempted. How bad can I be? Let's give it a try. Save? Yeah. I will save. Don't worry, Hector. If anyone's got this playthrough's back, it's you, bro. I don't understand what it means to be a goon for UK politics. It doesn't. He supports Arsenal. And colloquially, people who support Arsenal are referred to as goons. AKA Arsenal is the football team, just to clarify, because I know some of you guys are across the pond. What is Arsenal? It's a football team! It's a football team, man. From a distance, the black monolith looked like a black tower tilting from the earth. The sky above was without blemish, as though the clouds and the birds were circumventing some unseen mountain. A numbness settled its hinterland, terror neither dying nor growing, and a cruel silence left the listless life worse than no life at all. Adventurers went to it and did not return. Stories of a demise stacked high until their absence shielded the monolith whole, clothing it in such fear and menace no one dared go near. But now the 50 paces stands before the obelisk like ants at the steel of a staked sword. Here you see that the structure was not built upon the earth at all. The obelisk rests in the pit of an abandoned quarry. Roads and paths sidewinder into the depths like some great and hollow terror socket. Ropes carrying buckets hang across every gap. Innumerable pails of dirt left listing like fireless lanterns on a festive night. More bindings hold the frames of the bridges, the walkway planks long since fallen, and more yet wrap about the monolith as though a great bevy of men had attempted to pull it down or perhaps even correct its tilt. At the bottom of this abandoned pit is the base of the monolith. Hold on, did I get called? One second. Sorry, I thought my phone called it. Nobody reading this shit. Go back to scrolling your fucking TikToks, pal. Nobody reading this shit. You know what? You're the guy in that clip who was like, spell pedigree, and then Ludwig spelled it, and you were like, no, that's wrong. I don't have TikTok. You have YouTube Shorts. You have Instagram. You clearly have some something in your head that's blocking you from engaging with things normal people usually do, man. You gotta dislodge it. There it is. I got the BB mod idea. just cover it all in writing. Is that what you're gonna do? Oh no, the opposite. No, don't cave to evil, Lison. Don't cave to evil. Bottomless abandoned pit is the base of a monolith, but to you, this is only a guess. It is every appearance of never stopping its descent into the very earth and whatever is below. Shovels and pickaxes litter about its obsidian walls with soil still clumped on their metals. Stusa nods at the scene. Looks like whoever was digging there got interrupted. The man's word carries far into the quarry, and Nair becomes so presently shaped an echo that you just about watch them go. Looking back, you see that the silence itself has followed you in, but even here at the edge of the pit is pensive and cut with ease. The decision to enter the quarry rests heavy on your shoulders. AI voice and subway server footage every time text is on screen for HSM's age range. I'm not 14. That's how you behave, man. Oh, I'm not gonna read it. Halfway into the quarry and rounding a long bend, you notice a series of hallways cut into below a wall. You cast up a fist. The company seizes up, bumbling into one another as the formation comes to a stop. Iris the Nail asks what's wrong. You put a finger to your lips. With the lightest of steps, you approach one of the ropes strung between this level and the very bottom of the pit. A pale field of soil totters the tether as though jittered by your appearance. The pulley used to draw it up and down has long since rusted over. You draw your sword and cut the rope. The binding shoots back like a whip and the bucket plummets. It clatters side to side off the rocks until striking the ground with a metal pang and cloud of dust. And just like that, the silence is gone. Pale men flood out of the hallways below, a stream of malignant miners and ditch diggers, in haggard drawers and boots and capes of shredded shirts, shambling back out as though returning to some long-gone work left incomplete. You try and count their numbers, but are mightily distracted when a throng of armored soldiers march out behind the mob, this outfit carrying polearms, shields, spears, and most dangerously of all, a sense of cohesion. Oh, it's undead. Fuck. No point of running out the quarry, nothing of a land to run to. When you look back at the men, they're already drawing their weapons. What are we looking at here? Oh. 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 Oh, no. Guys, why do I feel like we're not gonna survive? Yeah, it's over. How many Necrosavants do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And more. They'll have more at the back. That's... I think they even have a hero character, right? I mean, we're fucked. Our backline is so unprotected. We're fucked. Get me out of here. HSM will kill them all. No, what you're about to... This is not... I would sooner fight in the hunting grounds than go there, man. HSM's not gonna tank shit. Necrosavants, man. This is why I think for these legendary things, you kind of need hybrid polearm guys. You need guys with crossbows and guys who can use polearms at the same time. Did you win the hunting ground boss yet? I hate to tell you, but no. Okay, we can get these guys and I'll have some meat on them. We're Odysseying right now. I'm Odysseying. I'm literally Odysseying right now. If we wait till morning and then we attack these guys, because they're going to have like 9 of them here. So let me quickly change the music, because I've got some Black Reliquary music that would be nice for this fight. Let's try and return to civilization, and then I'm going to call it for the stream. On the Hunting Grounds boss is probably our end game. 8 of them versus 20. They're not ready. Not what I meant. Where is it? Where is it gone? There's definitely a track here. Also, Black Reliquary, aka the one with that delectable femboy enemy. Lison's now fervently looking up this mod. This is very orc coded, this song. Sounds pretty good so far. Mad Berserk has been staggered. I don't think these guys are going to have any legendary gear, unfortunately, but they will have something, and I'll definitely have food. Berserkers. That means they're all really easy to hit. I don't think anyone on our team is going to struggle to land hits on these guys. Swap Sig out for Ison. Needs to be netted as well. What's their melee skill? 75, 75. Your melee defense, 77, but you don't have Lone Wolf. Let's wait a turn. Don't net if you don't have to. Net you. 52, that's not insignificant. Coming 1v1 to dual Nonkas, interesting. Hits. Trap you, shield, or spear wall rather. Done. Strike. Lovely. That cleaver is so good. We should have gone for this guy though. Oh well. Stagger you. He's fleeing. This guy's probably gonna die. Oh, he's so close. Don't need to net those guys. So easy to stagger them as well. What did you roll on that? An 82? Thanks. Rolling 12s. Ah, for fuck's sake. I've got to stop doing that, man. It literally never works in my favor. So close to dead. What a 52, that's not insignificant. Get him, Dog Purpo! You have armor? You do. These guys aren't even that good. He rolled a 24 on Brody. Brody's defense isn't that slick, man. Is that knockout? No, it doesn't work on them. Man, shut the fuck up, please. Thank you. Behemoth's gonna go down pretty easily. It's just him now. All that bleed damage as well. I don't believe he's living through this. Barely, but bye-bye. Fuck yeah. Oh, all those mushrooms as well. Not much in the way of food, but we'll take it. Any promotions at all? Okay, Stusa. Stusa, who we could invest Nimble into, I suppose. Muscularity would also be pretty good, however. It would be good for bows when we finally decide to convert to a bow. His crossbow is carried in terms of keeping Stusa pretty damn useful. And then Bird Thing. Bird Thing. Double Strike could be nice, especially with Patient Hunter. Initiative's pretty high, so the extra damage from that would be nice. Live, what's your 23, 11? Let's give you this. Additional protection. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, and then we... Oh my god, look how much further we have to get to fucking civilization, man. I'm just gonna autopath. I'm gonna see where it takes us to get to Kahid. Or Kahid. Urha can move faster, or can keep moving for longer. Well done. There is still so much fog of war. I just don't have the money to clear it, man. Otherwise I would. I'd love to be able to go exploring, but I just have all this money. There are motherfuckers who are wading into the fog of war, like, under day 100, man. There are guys who have, I think, 1,000 renown by day 10. I don't know how they manage it. They're just that good at the game. Wuruk Zagash? Okay, so this will be a champion area. It's also... We went to the watermill, I think, right? I remember we entered it, and something happened. There was a guy's like, you have to go and slay this beast that my son went to get, and then we got kicked out of it. At least I would believe that's what happened. Maybe that was on my old save. Okay. I think we might be able to make Kahade, maybe. It's going to take 2 days minimum. It's going to be cutting it real close. Oh, we can make this, surely. We'll get there by night, but we can make this. This is fine. I'm totally fine with this. Oh, look at the path we had to carve to get down here. There still must be so many things over there. Nomads, yeah, you better run off. Who have you got with you? Desert Stalker, Nomad, yeah, not my concern. Don't care about that. Be pretty free XP. I'm close to leveling up. You look like just enough XP. What are these 2 events going on? 25 crowns. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I think we're going to call it there. It's been a nice stream. What has it been? 3.5 hours? That's decent. I will not be streaming this weekend, obviously. Obviously, I usually wouldn't because I'd be working, but I'm going away tomorrow, so I'll see you guys next week. But it has been a fun time. I'd like to thank everyone who has stopped by for the stream. It's maintained a pretty big count for basically the whole time, despite it. I've had a good time. And I will see you all another time, and we'll see how we can further advance this save. Bye-bye, everyone. Take it easy.